Yes, good evening, good afternoon, good morning. Welcome back to Football Heritage TV. And yes, it is match day and we are back in the League Cup. The last League Cup game we played, we were beaten 4-0 by Liverpool. And it was a very, very tough day at the office. This should be very different. We are at home to Doncaster. And I think Frank has picked a good team. He's given enough chance to a few players who are on the fringes, enough first-team players that should see the job done. And on the bench, we have got a number of 16-year-olds, by the way, some very good 16-year-olds, but they are children. Let's not get away from that fact. So I know a lot of you will be very, very excited to see Luca Williams-Barnett play, possibly Byfield, and also Teenan Thompson is in the squad as well. He played last night, but there are opportunities. The Tottenham team is as follows. It is Kinski in goal. At right back is Pedro Porro as captain. Centre half will be Archie Gray and Kevin Danso. And at left back will be Jed Spence. A midfield two that should dominate the game of Bentancur and Paulinho. The two wide men will be Brennan Johnson on the right, Odegaard on the left, and it will be Xavi Simons in the number 10 with Matisse Tell up front. So players like Kinski and Danso and Tell and Gray and Odegaard getting a chance to show what they can do. First team players like Bentancur, Spence, Porro, Xavi and Paulinho to balance the team up. And then the bench is Austin, Richarlison, Udogie, Bergvall, Van der Ven and Scarlett. And then the three wee babies, the little babies, Thompson, Byfield and Williams-Barnett, who, if I'm not wrong, are all 16 years of age. All 16 years of age. So this is going to be very, very interesting to see what Spurs can do. Let's see. I think this is a good team. I think this is a decent team. Thomas Frank has put out a team that's a mix, but it should win. It should win. There's enough there. Now, he's got a couple of big hitters on the bench. I mean, I say big hitters. You've got Mickey Van der Ven on the bench if you really, really need him. Udogie is on the bench as well. Bergvall is on the bench. But let's be fair. What we want to do, we want to be in a position where with maybe 30 minutes to go, we can see Thompson. We can see Byfield. We can see Luca Williams-Barnett. But today, what we must see from Johnson, from Tell, from Odegaard, show us why you are at Tottenham Hotspur. Show us. Show us what you're about. This is against a Doncaster team that got promoted from League 2 last year to League 1. They're going well in League 1, by the way. I believe that they're sitting just outside the playoffs at the moment. But they are not free scoring. They don't concede loads, but they're not free scoring. And I don't know about you guys. I fully expect to see Tottenham win. I'm nothing less. By the way, I'm seeing a lot of moaning, not in my chat. I've been sent loads of posts already. People moaning, why is Porro playing? Why would he not play? Why aren't the kids playing? But hang on. What are we doing here? Imagine Frank started all the 16-year-olds and we lost. You'd have those people going, that's on Frank, too many changes. This is exactly what I would expect a manager to do. A lot of senior players, a lot of fringe players, youth on the bench. I think he's got this absolutely spot on. So, Ansaf, who else would you have at centre-back? If you want to rest Romero and you want to rest Van der Ven, who else you putting in there tonight? Hey, who you putting in there? I'm over the moon with that team. I don't see anything wrong with that. I think the midfield two should dominate. You got Xavi Simons getting more minutes in his legs in his preferred number 10, and I would expect him to, let's be honest, I would expect him to dominate in that number 10 area. Tell Johnson and Odeberg that surely they can have good games against this lot. Spence and Porro at fullback should be. What do you mean? They're our first team fullbacks, right? Along with Adogi. And when you look at the centre halves, Kevin Danso, nothing wrong. Gray has played multiple games at centre back. I don't see the problem with this team in any shape or form. I really don't. I'm very, very, very happy with this lineup. Let me know your thoughts in the chat. And kickoff is 50 minutes away, 50 minutes away. We told you yesterday, he's not fit. He's not fit. I don't know why people are not understanding that Kola Mawani's not fit. It's really, really, really easy. He's not fit. Big up to Ghosted. How you doing, my friend? I hope you are well. Scott Amos said Lubo will be happy. Yeah, but Lubo, I don't think will be happy. Hang on, I think Eugene wanted to join me. Bear with me 1 second. What link is it? Invite guests, copy. Eugene. There we go. There we go. So the lineup, I can say the lineup again. It is Kinski in goal. Right back will be Pedro Porro. Archie Gray and Danso at centre back with Jed Spence at left back. Paulinho and Bentancur in central midfield. The three behind the striker will be Odeberg, Xavi Simons, and Brennan Johnson, you would expect. And up front, you would expect Matisse Tell to be the one that plays up front. Now, maybe there's maybe they might change around up the top there, but I would fully expect it to be Odeberg left, Johnson right, and Xavi Simons in the middle with Tell up front. Maybe I am wrong. Who knows? But listen, I'm all for it. Get the game done is the way I see it. Get the game done, or at least let that be the aim. Let that be the aim. Get the game done, and then we can make some subs and we can move on. Okay. People in the chat, keep it clean. I'm seeing people getting a bit spicy with each other. Come on, keep it clean, people. If you have not liked, do the admin. Smash the like button. No, no, he's not playing. Richie's not playing. I just said that. He's on the bench. Richie is on the bench. So he is not going to be playing in this game. He's not going to be playing in this game. So I'm confident. Let me know. What's your feelings when you first saw that team? What's your feelings? Happy? Excited? Not? I don't know. I don't want to see Tell on the left. This guy is not a left winger in any way, shape, or form. I don't want to see him there, my man. I'll be honest. I'd rather see him up top. But listen, each to their own. I want to see a good game from him tonight. Yeah, please, people in the chat, can we not use derogatory words? Otherwise we'll start banning them. And that goes for me as well. I've got to learn my lesson. That goes for me as well. So let's all not use derogatory words to describe players or describe other people in the chat. Thank you very, very much. As I said, please, mods, don't just block anybody and everybody. I'm giving everybody a chance. I've unblocked a lot of people. So let's see. Let's see who we get in the chat. All Things Tottenham TV has said, I want to see Odeberg have some confidence and courage to take his man on. Yes, that is what I would like to see. I want to see Johnson, Odeberg, and Tell as a front three. This is League One opposition. They should be taking it to them. If they cannot do it against that opposition, then they shouldn't be playing. Scott M, I'll ask this question. Why on earth does Pedro Porro need a rest in September? What on earth? I've seen so many people say this. Why on earth does Pedro Porro need a rest? It is September. He is a professional footballer, right? He doesn't have any injury problems. I get it with Romero and Van der Ven. They've got a history of injuries. Pedro Porro is a very fit young man. Why would he need to get a rest tonight? I don't understand it. Why would he need? I know life has changed and everyone's I don't know, like everyone feels that footballers can't play 5 games in a row now without getting a rest. I don't know why that is. I'm all for it. Hey, By the way, listen, I'm going to give you an opportunity here. Please change the name of your account and the logo, or you will be blocked. I'm going to give you the benefit of the doubt. Please change the name of your account and the logo. Please. Okay? Please. I'm going to give you a warning. Please do not post again with this name, all right? I don't want to see you posting with this name. I'm trying to give everybody the benefit of the doubt here, but it's very difficult when people want to push the limits. So I'm just going to have a quick look. Yeah, please stop. Please, that person. I'm asking nicely. Please, can we not do that? Things like that just cause so much division, and I don't need that. So please, just put your name in. I don't care. Even if you want, I don't know, even if you just want to use a name 23 or I don't know, whatever you want to put, but change that. If I see that again, I will block. But Mark, I'm too nice. I'm trying to give people the benefit of the doubt. That's all I'm trying to do. Scott said, I'm not worried that he'll be too tired to play on the weekend. Should be able to play Doncaster Wednesday. Well, yeah, exactly. So why does he need rest? Why does he need rest? I just think he doesn't. Different conversation, isn't it? Let's be fair. We've got 3 good fullbacks. Oh, hang on. What's this? Is this? Oh, no, this is all the build-up. Oh, they're going over to Spurs, are they? At 22. Oh, good. Okay, they're going over at 22. Yeah, so I don't understand. I'll be honest, from my point of view, I don't understand. I've seen lots of people that constantly talking about Porro needs a rest. And I don't get it. I just don't get it. Yeah, Nicola, how you doing, my man? Said, yeah, to go back to the days, yeah, of only allow 1 sub, ball weight a ton, and boots of steel toe caps. You can't tell me players today are not fitter. Mate, I agree. Listen, I think when somebody's playing every week for 3 or 4 months, okay, let's give them a rest every now and then. But I don't think we need to give people a rest after the first 5 league games of the season. Hey, Spurs today, we are on... Spurs are on Sky Sports Plus. So if you've got Sky, channel 404 is where you will find the game. Sky Sports Plus. Thank you, Scott. Yeah. So Sky Sports Plus, channel 404. Just everybody sending me their concerns with this team. I just don't understand. People going, doesn't Frank realise we're a Champions League team? Why risking Paulinho and Xavi? Why is it risking them? Like, they are footballers. Yeah, listen, dude. I've told you. Right, I've told you. I've asked you nicely. This is your last warning. I've asked you nicely to please change your name, and you've changed it to something to mug me off. Stop. Last chance, because now you are turning into a troll. This is your last chance, or I will block you. This is your last chance, okay? So when you're saying no worries, Sava, you've still changed the name to try and mock me. Please, I'm trying to give the benefit of the doubt. Please, don't make me block you. Please. Everybody can see, right? Please, just stop. I'm seeing the pattern already. I don't know what that means. What's the fuss about what? Sorry, I don't know. I need to know more information. Yeah, listen, anyone who doesn't have Sky, I'll keep you updated throughout the whole thing, won't I? I'll keep you updated. And let's hope that Port Vale, let's just hope that Port Vale can knock out Liverpool. No. Listen, guys and girls, listen, just stop, people. Stop. When people are going, just stop. I want to give people the benefit of the doubt, all right? I've unblocked a lot of people. I want to give them the benefit of the doubt, okay? Just, people got to stop telling me how to run my channel. It's fine. I've grown nicely. I don't need advice. Just everybody just talk football. Let's be grown-ups and talk football. Come on, people. We can do it. We can do it. I don't remember the days before the internet. I don't remember adults being this childish when they met people in real life. Just you're on the internet doesn't mean we need to be like this. Come on. There's my man Eugene. How you doing, bro?
I told you Archie Gray is coming back as a defender.
It's the first thing I said to Lubo. I was like, your boy can't even get a game in midfield.
Oh, Sava. Yeah, I saw the lineup and I was like, I had to come on.
Yeah.
Oh, no,
right. Okay. Sorry, this guy's getting blocked. Sorry, I've tried. I've really tried, and I've said, anyone, look, come on. I've tried. I'm sorry. I'm trying this new thing, Eugene, where I've unblocked everyone to give people a second chance. Because what happens is when I go into other shows, I get loads of people in the chat that you see going, "Oh, Sava, I was blocked. Can you unblock me? I didn't do anything." And then when you unblock them, they just come back and they act like idiots, and you're like, "Oh, what do you do? What do you do?"
No, it's part of the YouTube game, right, Sava? It's back and forth all the time. Yeah.
I know. I just wish people would just stop.
Yeah.
Eugene, what are you thinking of the team? What do you think of the lineup?
When we did the show yesterday, right, we were saying whether it turned out into a hybrid kind of thing. At the moment I'm looking at this, right, we do have Danso, Paulinia, Xavi is there, right, and then you've got Gray, Johnson, Porro, Spence, and Odobe and Bentancur. It looks quite balanced to a certain extent. That is quite not our first team kind of thing. It's like the second liners of our squad coming in, but you do have a few players there. I'm not sure whether I look at this. Okay, Johnson is going to be on the right. Remember we were saying this yesterday, right?
Yep.
Odobe is going to be on the left, correct? Right. And Tell is going to play center, correct?
No, I would think Tell up front?
Yeah, up front center.
Yeah. I think he'll be up front with Xavi Simons in the 10.
Yeah, Xavi Simons will play on the 10, right? That makes Bentancur and who else have we got? Bentancur and Paulinia as our holdings, right? Both of them will be our holdings. And our back line, of course, it plays by itself, right? Spence, of course, will play on the left, Porro on the right. And then, of course, we've got Danso and Gray in the centre backs.
Yeah, I think look, the issue you've got a little bit today, and we said this yesterday, I think it would be very half strong, half trying things out. When you look, there's enough first team players in there, isn't there? You look at Spence, you look at Spence and Porro, Bentancur, Paulinia, and Xavi Simons. And then the players around those five are all, I would say, not automatic first choices. Danso, Gray, Tell, Odobe, I miss it, Akinski, and Johnson.
Yeah. But at the moment now, right, I see this, right? If we're going to play Xavi as the 10, right, Odobe will more or less turn into our first choice left winger at the moment, that position. That he has to fill that up because there's no one else, right? We can't trust Tell playing that position. And apart from Tell, who else do we have? No one. So I think Odobe will be a shoe-in as the left winger until I think hopefully January transfer window comes along and maybe we get someone like we call Savio coming in, right, to take up that spot. You get what I'm saying? So at this moment, as I can see it, this is like I've been saying, right? For Frank, he is still in. We're thinking this is his 7th competitive game. He needs his formula to work. He needs to know who will be his prime 11, right? And who will be filling up those spots behind it, that prime 11. And of course, we will need some utility players, right? Certain players like Spence, right? Spence can play on the left and on the right as a fullback. He's the utility part, right? Gray is the biggest utility player I've seen that we have. He can play defense.
The problem you've got, Eugene, the problem you've got is if you didn't play Gray at centre back tonight, you'd have to play one of Van de Ven or Romero. because Davis is injured, so is Kai, and so is Dragashin. So,
no, but Sava, wait. Romero is not even in the squad.
No. Good. But that's good, right? Like that team is more than good enough to beat Doncaster. And look, there's no Kudus in the squad either. So there's no Kudus in the squad. There's no Romero. We should be able to win games like this without Kudus and Romero. You have got Van der Ven on the bench, Bergvall if needed. You've got Adogi. I mean, Richarlison if that's really what floats people's boats. But we see what Dean is saying that Paulinho is playing at centre back. Okay. Do we know this for sure?
Oh, maybe they switch. No, they can play back and forth. Gray and Paulinho. Maybe Gray goes into the middle. We'll see. But listen, I'll tell you what I want to see today, Eugene. I want to see. For me, I need to see the players who are on the fringe step up. I'm not worried about Xavi Simons and Bentancur and Paulinho. I want to see Odegaard, Tell, Gray, Kinski, Johnson. I need to see those players show us today. You're playing against League One. There's no excuses about, they haven't had show us. They're playing against a League One defence. Go and run riot. Go and grab a couple of goals. And we're at home, right? And we're at home too.
And we're at home. Yeah.
Yeah, that's the most important thing, right? These guys have to come up, have to turn up, right? At home, right? And I'm not even sure whether the stadium is full or not at the moment, right? I'm not even sure whether the stadium is full, but at least they have to go out there and show, right? They have to fight for that first team spot to show that our squad depth, right? Because this is more like what Sal's been saying, right? This is more like our second stringers coming up. It's a mix of 5 or 6 shoe in for the first 11, and the other 5 or 6 back and forth, right, are those who are there to show whether they can step up when they are needed to step up, right? In games where when injuries come in, they have to show up, right? Let's say, for heaven's sakes, right? If somebody on Kudus gets injured, will Brennan Johnson show up and replace him? But we know he can't. But will he show up and tap in a few more goals, right? Or, you're talking about, now we do know, Solanke is still not back yet, but I hear he's back on weight training or something like that, right?
Yeah.
Or running around on the grass, right? Or if Richarlison gets injured, right? Heaven's sakes, right? We know Tell ain't that level, but please turn up and show something. We're playing against Doncaster. They're League One. I think we're about 50 spots ahead of them or something like that, if I'm not mistaken, right? So that's one thing we need to see, right? Ronnie says expected attendance tonight is around 45. Yeah, 45.
Yeah, by the way, so Thomas Frank has confirmed that it will be Paulinho at centre back. So this is what we're going to see. Here we go. Let me just stop that. Here we go. So this is what we're going to see tonight. As far as I can make out, that's going to be the team. Let me remove us. So you're going to see Spence, Paulinho, Danso, and Porro with Gray and Bentancur, and then Johnson, Xavi Simons, Odegaard, Tell. I reckon that's what it's going to be. But listen, to be fair, it shouldn't really matter, right? If Paulinho's playing centre half, I want to see Archie Gray run the midfield. I keep hearing how good he is. Go and show the world how good you are. Show us.
Are you serious? I thought, really? Okay,
that's everyone's saying. That is what
that's blowing my mind for a while, right? Because I thought maybe because Archie Gray has been playing in that position, right, for some time, the whole last season for Ange, I thought he will drop back and Paulinho will go up, but we'll never know. Frank might test this. If it doesn't work,
I'm pretty sure. I'm pretty sure that everyone's saying Frank has confirmed it. Frank confirmed it. Yeah. Frank's confirmed it. Yeah. So Thomas Frank's confirmed.
Right. So that means maybe he's testing this out, right? If it doesn't work, right? If it doesn't look right, maybe he will flip it back. You get what I'm saying? Maybe he'll give Archie Gray the chance, right, to show up, right? To show up, to show that he actually can take up that position. And if he doesn't, then maybe he will bring him off in the second half. He'll throw in VDV in. You get what I'm saying? But like you said, right, this is League One against Doncaster. We're at home. We should be able to be comfortably ahead, right, in the first half, at least 1 or 2 goals up, and the defense ain't that threatened. But what we saw yesterday, don't forget, Lincoln did give Chelsea a game yesterday, right? So let's hope that that scenario doesn't turn up, right?
I just think that at home, though, I mean, I fully expect Spurs to dominate this. Sorry, let me just there we go. Yeah, sorry, there we go. I fully expect Spurs to dominate. I don't care if Lincoln gave Chelsea a game. For me, this is a very good team. And by the way, no, sorry, I can't have this. When people are saying I'm a tad harsh on Gray, I'm sorry. Archie Gray is playing tonight in his preferred position against a League One opposition. Sorry, if I can't expect for him to dominate this game, should he be playing for Tottenham in central midfield? Come on, we've got to listen. Florian Wirtz is a playmaker. I don't expect him to dominate a game. I'm talking about from midfield. We're giving too much leeway. He's been here for over a year now. This is a wonderful opportunity tonight to say, by the way, Eugene, it shouldn't be people like me and you putting pressure on him. He should be saying to himself, right, this is my opportunity. Right? This is League One. I am in a Premier League team. I play for the England under 21s. This is a game I'm going to shine. Why not?
Yeah, that's true. That's true. Right, like I said, they have to take their chances. It's just not Archie Gray that needs to take his chances, right? Players like Odeberg, players like Tell, players like Brandon Johnson. But I believe Brandon Johnson, if you do give him the proper kind of service against a weaker team like Doncaster, right, he might show up. He will tap in a few goals, right? That's what he did last season, tapping in goals, right? That is his specialty. So if he can play that around, play that to Brandon's strength, right? So I don't have to call him Brenda when I'm doing my watch along and call him Brandon, right? That'd be good.
What I don't get is when people are saying, why is he playing? God, do people realize that we've got no defenders fit? I don't know if people realize this. We've got no defenders. That's why Paulinho's playing at centre back, mate. Gray is not playing centre back. Gray is not centre back, Bobby. Paulinho is playing at centre back. So he probably wanted to play Ben Davis there, to be honest, but Ben Davis is injured.
But no one from the academy to come up to take up that spot. Yeah, big up.
Well, the only young defender we've got left at the club is Byfield, who's 16. He's on the bench.
He's
16.
On the bench.
Eugene, how long ago were you 16?
Oh dear, 40 years ago.
A long time, right? Me too.
41 years ago when I was 16. Yeah, long time ago. Oh, that's when Banana Rama was singing. If you remember Banana Rama.
Listen, listen. At the end of the day, as I said, this is a wonderful opportunity. This isn't just about Gray. This is a really good opportunity for Tell, for Odeberg, Brennan Johnson. This is a great opportunity for Danso, for Kinski. This is a really good opportunity to show, hey, this is what I'm about. And as I'm saying, when people, when they're talking about the likes of Gray and Tell, are talking about them as though we're Millwall. Oh, well, let's give them a chance. We're Tottenham Hotspur. We're a Champions League football team. We shouldn't be having players where we're going, oh, well, these are pro footballers. These aren't children. Archie Gray's been playing pro football for 3 seasons now. So let's get him in. And by the way, I'd love Spurs to get to a position where we're 2-0 up maybe, and we can bring on Byfield at the back, Luca Williams, Barnett in the middle. But let's get the game won. Let's get the game won. I'm just happy. I'm just happy that he's taking this seriously. I'm happy that he's picked a team to take this seriously.
Of course, right? Like I've been saying, right? This is a first step to one of the domestic cups that we might have a chance to win, right? So he has to go out there and put up a team which will fit the occasion. You know what I'm saying? A team that he can't put out all the academy players against Doncaster, right? We don't have that kind of talent in our academy, right? But for all I can say now is, right, the Gray scenario, I can see this. he has said Paulinho will play a centre back, but if the game goes on, he might tactically change it and put Gray as centre back again and put Paulinho up at midfield. We don't know, right? Because the game hasn't started yet. We will see with our own eyes when the time comes, right?
I do feel that a lot of people are just now going to moan whatever the team is. If he had put all the kids in, they would have moaned. If he had put all the first team in, they would have moaned. I'm seeing people moaning about Porro starting. They're moaning about Paulinho. Somebody's got to play.
Yeah,
somebody's. We've got 9 first team injuries.
Yeah. And to tell the truth, right? Kudus is not there, right? Romero is not there. So who else going to put, right? And to tell the truth, if we are comfortable, right? By the time, if like halftime or 60th minute, we are comfortable 3-0 up, right? I want to see Dane Scarlett play up front. You guys say? Right? Give them a chance. Let them have a run out. You say so.
Let's be fair. Get yourself 2-3-0 up, hopefully, and then you give 30 minutes to 2 or 3 of the teenagers. That for me would be the ideal scenario. But what we've got to remember is no games ever is, well, I say that we could win this easily, but no game ever really ends up being as easy as we think. Look how many cup games down the years, not just at Spurs, all across the country where we go, oh, they'll win 6-0 tonight, 5-0, and the games are tight.
No, Sava, we know this, right? Whenever we come to this type of scenarios in the cups, right, the lower league teams will be planned and well set up to handle teams from the Premier League, right? Whether they're going to low block us all the way or whether they're going to super press us, right? We still need to be able to understand and how to, navigate this scenario here now, right? If Frank navigates this well enough, we will see, big up, okay? We will see, right, a certain progression in a very long time. Like you said, we've got a chance, right? We're up 3-0, put on the youngsters, let them have a run now. Because we have not seen many of our managers do that in the past 5 years, you know? It's always when we see our managers go into the cups, right, play a strong team, and it doesn't work out, and he actually doesn't know what to do after that. If we go in a comfortable position, 3-0 up, 4-0 up, bring on the youngsters, let them have a run out, don't forget, guys, we are playing 2 games a week now. We need to rotate the players. Last season, we saw what happened last season, plus with all the injuries, we didn't have that chance, right? And, you know, we didn't even have the chance to see the youngsters come out, had a run at the games because of the fear, you know what I'm saying? So now...
Can I just say, but by the way, I do like it when people tell me I've got super chats. Guys, I've been doing YouTube for 4 years. I know when I've got super chats, by the way. Okay. I'm going to get to it, Spurs King. I'm going to get to it. Big up. I'll go to it now just for you. Big up to Chul. Welcome to you. It's a big up, Sava. I'm a Doncaster fan and I'm inside your stadium. Great setup. Treated us a treat with the lineup, to be fair. Didn't take it easy on us. Best of luck. Or treat us as a threat. Sorry, not a treat. With the lineup. Sure. Yeah. Listen, I think we've gone strong. It's not our strongest, but we've gone strong, and I think it's good. Thomas Frank is not an idiot. He has treated you with respect. But the thing I will say, Chol, is thank you very much for the super chat. By the way, really, really, really do appreciate it. Thank you very much, my man. What I would say, Chul, and to everyone is, I think he's got the best of all worlds. He's got enough senior players to see through the game, enough fringe players to say, go on, have a chance. And he's given those 16-year-olds that everyone's been crying out for, he's put them on the bench. So he kind of can't win as a manager right now. Whatever he does, people go, can't believe he's done that. Can't believe he started him. I don't know what else he could have done really tonight. I'm happy with that.
To tell you, right, we've been talking about this yesterday, right? This is what we expected, right, Sava? Right? But guys, I'm going to make a move soon, right? Because I'm going to go back and start up my channel too. I'll be doing Watchalong on my channel too, right? Spurs Vision TV. If you haven't subscribed to my channel, please come over subscribe, right? I'm just going to do a bit of advertisement there, right, Sava? I'll catch you later, bro. Let's see how it goes, right? Let's hope we get this done, right? That's it. It's a step to a domestic trophy, right, guys? Take care, guys. Bye-bye.
Take care, my man.
Be nice to Sava, right? Be nice to him, right?
Take care, my man.
All right.
Like, people are just not happy. I've got people messaging me going, what if that so-and-so gets injured tonight? Couldn't we say that of every game, guys? Couldn't you say, but what if so-and-so gets injured in training today? What if so-and-so gets injured today? Look, you kind of, what do you do, right? What do you do? Everything this manager does, it's literally moan, 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 moan. Oh, he didn't play him at left wing. All right, cool. He didn't play him. Oh my God, he's playing Paulinho. Yeah, I know, but Paulinho's a Spurs player. Oh my God, he's playing this player. Yeah, I know, but like what? Who? I think he's got it spot on. I think he's got the mix right. Is anyone really against this team? I think he's got it absolutely spot on. Talking about players getting injured. I don't know. I don't know what to say anymore. I know. I think this is the problem. Like, oh, don't leave your house. What if you get run over? Sure, but what if you don't? Sure, what if you don't? Oh, I can't play him because we're playing Wolves at the weekend. All right, well, what if we rest him tonight and he gets injured in the first minute against Wolves? You listen, this is mad. I feel like we've I feel like he's picked the right team. He was kind of forced into the centre-back situation. I get it. You can't go fully strong. You can't go fully weak. I think he's picked a good team. I don't know what the issue is. You got fans going, oh, I wouldn't play Xavi Simons, but then people want Xavi Simons to be fully fit. I genuinely don't know what people want. Someone saying, are you mad? It's Doncaster. Sorry, but surely given our weakness in squad depth, you simply can't take the cup seriously. So do you genuinely not agree? Let's see if Xavi or Paulinho get injured, how you feel. I'm genuinely baffled. I'm genuinely baffled as to what people want. Oh, for sure. Listen, it's Doncaster. No offense. We're not playing Liverpool. It's not Liverpool. I'm really... Oh, I tell you what, my channel's going to start being the positive channel, isn't it, if this keeps happening? Big up to Queen Ellie. Just made Super Avgulamuni. I've never heard of that, but big up to you. All the Cypriots and Greeks in the house, let me hear you say, yeah, go on, I'm a Cypriot Greek. Yeah. I just don't understand what people want. I genuinely don't understand what people want. Play loads of kids. I can't believe he's done it. Play the full first team. Can't believe he's done it. Do a mixture. Can't believe he's done it. Ed, absolutely, my man. Absolutely. What if Guimaraes gets injured? By the way, here's Arsenal's team, right? Would you all like to know? I'll read it out to prove a point, right? Here is Arsenal's team to play Port Vale, right? Kepa in goal. White, Saliba, Mosquera, Skelly. Eze, Norgard and Waneri, Saka, Marino, Martinelli. What if Saka gets injured tonight? What if Eze gets injured? What if Saliba gets injured? Like, what are we... He's just mad. He's just absolutely mad. Big up to my man, Slip and Coy, and big up to all of you. Another super chat. Oh, you're being very generous, you lot, tonight. Said, big up, Sav. Happy with the lineup and with and Williams Barnett on the bench. Yeah, well, let's see if we can get into a commanding lead. Let's see what happens. By the way, Ajayi does start. Let me read out the Doncaster team. The Doncaster team is this: Lawler in goal, Nixon, Grian, McGrath, and Senior, Bailey, Spara, and Close, with Middleton, Ajayi, and Ulasanya. So again, I mean, I can't sit here and say for sure I know these players, Finn, but I know that we should be winning. What I also know is a number of things. I know that with 600 of you in it, we should have more than 162 likes. So let's smash that button. Let's smash that button, please, people. Please, that would be absolutely amazing if we could smash that like button. And guys, I'll tell you what, we're 81 away from 23,000, 81 away. So if you have not liked this, if you have not subscribed, the link is pinned. Please, please, please smash that subscribe button. It really does help. and I will try and give you as good a watch along as I'm capable of. Big up, Finn. Thank you very much. Getting the super sticker train starting. Yamas. Yamas. Big up to you, my man. OB, channel member, said those people complaining need to remember what happens in these cup games when we go weak. You would think, right? You would think. By the way, people going, yeah, but we got Champions League. We're not playing in the Champions League for a week. What is it? What are we meant to do? Stop and not do anything? Nathan said, I'm low-key terrified that Jay is going to cook us. No, we'll be all right. We'll be all right. We'll be all right. Phineas said, I want Savard to say Johnson, ole, 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 if he scores. He bloody well should score. We're playing Doncaster. So should Tell. So should Field Guys guy, big Benji. You and your terrible opinions. Benji, he's picked a very nice blend of a team tonight, and you're still moaning. Still moaning, Benji. How you doing, my man? Swigs said, how can a JE be playing if he's on loan? Spurs gave him permission to play. We gave him permission to play. The Man City lineup, I can give you that. Man City tonight, away at Huddersfield, have gone with Trafford in goal. Nunes, Ake, Stones and O'Reilly. Lewis, Bob, Foden, Nico Gonzalez, Savinho, and Mukasa, Divine Mukasa, who is an 18-year-old centre-back, a centre-forward from the youth team. So Divine Mukasa up front getting a game for Manchester City. Yeah, so that's going to be very, very interesting. Yeah, exactly. How many? The game is on Sky Sports Plus. So if you have Sky Sports, it is channel 404. Channel 404. Why do viewers always have to smash the buttons? You could tickle them. You could just whatever it is, whatever makes you feel comfortable. Big up to each and every one of you in here. I fully expect a comfortable Spurs win. I've not moved away from that. That's how I felt all week. I did think that Frank would pick a sensible team. And he has for me. He has picked a sensible team. Now, again, that doesn't mean everyone's going to play well. But I really do hope the Tells, the Odebers, the Greys put in a shift. Let's see a good game. They're showing Matisse Tell right now. And they're showing him on the screen right now. He's got to come to the party, right? I've been really hang on. I'm just going to get into position for the watch along. I've been really disappointed with this guy. I was never really enamored with him at Bayern Munich, but I need to see a game which changes my mind. I need to see a game where I go, oh, yeah. And at the moment, I've not seen it. Each to their own. I just need to see it. And I think that games like today really do represent that option, right? That represent that opportunity for players to do things like that. I have seen Solomon's goal. Yes, I did see Solomon's goal. Every time Solomon does something, I get X amount of people that always message me going, did you see Solomon? Yes, I did. But no, he's not good enough for Tottenham Hotspur. Oh, hang on. It's just the last time Arsenal played Port Vale. It was Port Vale 1, Arsenal 1, and Arsenal 1 on penalties. Gosh, there you go. He's not playing at centre-back, Alfred. He's playing at central midfield. Okay, he's playing in central midfield. Frank has confirmed that Paulinho will be playing at centre-back. So a great opportunity for Archie Gray to show us what he's made of. This is League One in the Cup. You can't ask for more than that, can you? Gessler Toon said, I'd like to see, what's that? I'd like to see Scarlett get on well. I'm sure we will at some point. I'm sure we will. But hey, an Odeberg good enough for Tottenham? Not what I've seen. No, not what I've seen. So let's see. Odeberg for me, I think he's decent, but another one, I need to see more. Problem is, we've got an excuse for every young player, though, don't we? We've got an excuse for every young player. Again, I've not seen anything from Solomon that tells me he's better than any of them either, I'll be honest. I don't think any of them are good enough for Spurs at the moment. He is 21, though, Savran, nowhere near his prime. Sure, but by who's 21? But I think you mean Tell. If Tell is 20 or 21, then you've got to see, you've got to be seeing something by now. You've got to see something by now. It can't be that every young player gets this excuse that they're not in their prime. You've got to see something. By the way, people are telling me, is there Europa League tonight as well? Yeah, there is, isn't there? Hang on. Europa League. Oh, is it Nottingham Forest tonight? Is it? Okay. Who else? Any of the other English teams are playing? Celtic are playing as well, Scottish. Let's have a look at the Forest team. See what Forest have gone with in Europe. The defending champion, Ange Postecoglou, going into Europe. Nottingham Forest, Sells, Williams, Milenkovic, Murato, Zinchenko, Sangare, Douglas Luiz, Gibbs White, Anderson, Hudson-Odoi, and Igor Jesus is the team. And Lo Celso does play in midfield for Real Betis. I'll keep you updated with that game. I'll also put alerts on, let's put alerts on the other 3 EFL Cup games, shall we? Hang on. And do we want, yeah, I'm just gonna put a little cheeky acca on. For a lot of things, Nick, if you listen to certain people, yeah, I know, but see, but this is the problem. But so by this, what we're saying is every single youngster we've got is going to be brilliant, and it just doesn't work like that. It doesn't work like that. Where are we? Let's just quickly do this, shall we? Let's just bear with me, people. Just going to put a cheeky little bet on. 25 quid can go in there. Yep. Let's not give everyone my number. Right. Okay. What are we going to do tonight? What we going to do? Do I put Real Betis in? Do I put Real Betis in? Oh, right. Okay. Hang on. We're putting a bet on live all together here right now. Okay. I am going to go with this. I'm going to go with, it's not worth having Arsenal in the bet, or Man City, or Tottenham, or Newcastle. It's not worth having them in the bet. The odds are so crap. It's not worth having them. Right, I'm going with Real Betis. Come on, go on the Betis. I'm going to go with Freiburg to beat Basel. Yeah, let's go with Freiburg. I'm going to go with Malmo. Yeah, Malmo. Hang on, let's see what's happening there. Hang on, sorry, 1 second. Every now and then, my Bet365 app just doesn't work. Like, it just does not work. Right, let's try that again. Soccer. Let's go. It's pointless. It's absolutely pointless. Maybe I put Tottenham half-time, full-time, see if that gives me any increased odds. Tottenham half-time, full-time. Yeah, I'll put it in, but it doesn't really give me any increased odds. But hey, it is what it is. Let's now go with Real Betis. Let's add that. Yeah, okay, that's good. Let's go with Freiburg. We'll put them in as well. And who was the last one I was going to put in? A Malmo. Let's do those. Okay, 25 quid brings back. Yeah, let's do that. There you go. 25 quid brings back 200 quid. That's all right, isn't it? 8-1. No, 8-1. So who have I got? Is Betis, Freiburg, and Malmo. They're the teams I need to keep an update on. So Betis, Freiburg, and Malmo. Come on, Betis, Freiburg, and Malmo. Let's get in and on as we go. So for everybody who hasn't seen the team lineup is as follows. It is Kinski in goal. It is, hang on, let's put this on. It's Kinski in goal. Porro at right back, and he is captain. Centre halves are going to be Paulinho and Danso, with Jed Spence at left back. A midfield of Benson Court and Gray. On the right would probably be Johnson, Simmons in the middle, and Odeber from the left, with Matisse Tell through the middle. Now, that might change slightly, but I'm guessing that will be it. Yeah, I know. He's at centre mid. He's at the centre mid. I know. I agree. I wouldn't have put all the kids out as well. Big up to Phil Coys inside the house. Here he is. My man. Big up to you. Hope you're well. Thank you very much for the super sticker. We love the super stickers. It really is appreciated and does help the business grow. So thank you very much. By the way, only 247 likes. We've got to change that, haven't we? We've got to change that. Big up to you, Phil. Big up to the two Marks. Cookie, the Cookmeister. So big up, Sava. Should be beating these 3 or 4 tonight. Hope you're well. Listen, I'll take the 2 or 3-0. We've got to be winning. That's the main thing, right? We've got to be winning the game, getting through and having our name in the hat. And I think the draw is tonight. They're showing the Spurs Stadium on the screen now. So I know I've got the right channel. There's plenty of seats available. Big up to you. And big up to a new member. Slip and Koi became a new member. Slip and Koi could be a member. You lot can smash a like button, and you can also subscribe as well, as we're now only 78 away from 23,000. Big up Slip and Koi. Look out on Friday for a members only show. Yes, Ben Davis is out injured. Yes, good evening to you, James. You know Archie Gray. He's brilliant. We're not sure his best session, which is brilliant. Even our bad kids are great, because at least then I have no idea what this means. Big up to you. Thank you very much. And big up. Oh, the super sticker trainer started just before kickoff. Thank you very much, James. Really appreciate you, buddy. Really appreciate that. Thank you, my man. That's very, very generous indeed. Where are we? Alan said, hi, I'm from Dublin. I'm Donny Rovers fan. Welcome, Alan. I would say good luck, but I don't want to see you lot knocking us out. It would be bad for all concerned. To be honest, the funny thing is, if we lost, watch how many more people jump onto YouTube when you lose. But I don't think that's going to happen tonight. I think we'll be absolutely fine. So, hang on. I don't think that's going to happen tonight at all. So, we will win. And then, by the way, after this at 10 p.m., Stel's going to be hosting a show on the Spurs 5. I'll be joining him. So will Lubo when he gets back from the stadium. And we'll be doing a post-match review of this game and all other Spurs conversation. So how are you all? Give me your score predictions with 4 minutes to go. Give me your score predictions, please. No disrespect. Oh, dearie me. Anyone else? Yeah, my mate does. Right. So my mate does this, like, he puts on like 50p and has like, he's got like 25 things that must all happen. Like, this player must have 3 shots. That player must get a yellow card. And like 50p pays back like £1 million. It's crazy. And he's never won. It is what it is. It is what it is. Who else we got in the chat? Alan says 2-1 to Doncaster. There you go, my man. There you go. 2-1 Donny. 5-0 Spurs. 4-0 Spurs. 3-1 Spurs. 3-0. 5-0. 3-0. Thank you, Angus. I enjoyed having you on the stream. Thank you very much for your support. 4-0. 3-0. 1-1 and penalties, Haskinoff. You don't believe that. You don't believe that, my man. Come on. Big up to you, bro. 3-0. 1-0. 2-0. 4-0. 5-0. Lots of big scores going on. Oh, yes. Sorry, I see what you were doing. Sorry. Yes. I like Paul Whitehouse as well. The 2 sets of players are now shaking hands with each other or giving each other high fives, whichever way you want to look at it. Yeah, I've heard of Luke Molyneux. Yeah, because I always remember looking and thinking that's a cool name. I'm happy Stella's alive. Stell's alive. Yeah, he's on holiday, I think, but he's alive. He's hosting tonight at 10 p.m. Spurs, Kinski, Porro, Paulinho, Danso and Spence, Gray and Bentcore in midfield, Tell, Simmons, Odeber with Simmons, Odeber and Johnson with Matisse Tell up front, Austin, Bergvall, Byfield, Scarlett, Thompson, Adogi, Williams, Barnett, Richarlison, and Mickey van der Ven on the bench. So plenty on the bench. And Doncaster line up with Ian Lawler, Nixon, Jack Senior, Sparrow, Grehan, McGrath, Bailey, Close, Ajayi, obviously our boy, Ulasanya, and Middleton. Substitutes are Crew, Gibson, Gott, Hanlon, Maxwell, Molyneux, O'Riordan, Lo Tutala, and Westbrook. Where is Billy Sharp? Where's Billy Sharp? Where's Billy Sharp? 3-2 Ajayi with a brace. Right. So we are 1 minute away from the game. As always, I'll try and give you as best commentary as possible. No Billy Sharp. No Billy. I'm disappointed. Is Sharp on the bench? Is he on the bench? I didn't see him. But hey, maybe I just missed it. Sorry, maybe I missed it. Oh, there's a good question, Alfie. Possibly, mate. Oh, God. We do. We have Archie Gray as our number 6. Archie Gray. Yeah. No respect for Billy Sharp. There's Ajayi they're showing on the screen right now. Anyway, let's get this game off and underway. Come on, ref. It's 2:15. Come on, ref. Come on, ref. Can we please start the game? Gray doesn't count. Who said Gray doesn't count? Yeah, Paulinho said about, he'll be absolutely fine. He's a pro. He'll be absolutely fine. Right. I'll keep you updated with the other scores from the EFL Cup. Let's see how Spurs get on. I will start my clock as soon as the game starts. Looks like Xavi Simons is going to get the game off and running for Tottenham Hotspur. Andy Madley will be your referee tonight. And here we go. There we go. We're off and running. Tottenham kicking from right to left. And I fully expect us to dominate. Here's Kinski. Plays the ball out to Paulinho, who switches the ball early on into the path of Kevin Danso, who looks like he's going to be on the left-hand side of the two centre-backs. Danso's bringing the ball out, gives it to Jed Spence, into Odeber. And Odeber's lost the ball immediately. Not good there. And Doncaster are getting in down the right-hand side. They're into our box. It's laid off. The shot is blocked. And there's the volley and blocked again by Porro, And again, all of that was because Odeber giving the ball away again like he did for the goal the other night. Got to do better. Got to do better than that. And Paulinho is at centre-back. Yes. Paulinho is at centre-back. Doncaster play a long ball over the top. Knocked into the path of hooked back into the box. Oh, someone clear it. And cleared by Bentancur. Here's Xavi Simons. Plays it out wide to Odeber. Odeber now, he plays a good ball into Xavi Simons. Spurs now on the attack. Xavi Simons in the number 10. Lays it off to Odeber. Odeber across the goal and over the bar by Tell. Oh, Spurs turned defence into attack very quickly there. Very quickly. Xavi Simons drove through the number 10 position. Laid the ball off to Odeber. Odeber across the face of goal. Let's have a look. Could Tell have done better? Well, the defender did well. I don't know. Could he have maybe been a bit... No, it was fizzed in quite quickly. But at the other end, Doncaster with a volley that was blocked by Porro. A frantic start here at Tottenham. A frantic start. Big up to my man, Dan. How you doing, bro? How you doing? How many pounds you put on Spurs to win this game? Big up to you, mate. Hope you're well. Xavi Simons now gives it back to Danso. and he goes across into Paulinho. And hopefully now everything can settle down. Just settle down a tiny little bit. Here's Tell. Flicks the ball off to Gray. He plays in Johnson. Johnson into the middle. Tell's missed it. Oh, Tell. Oh, it was your chance. Oh, no. Oh, no. Tell, that was your chance. He got into the area. He got into the area. Here we go. Gray fed in Johnson, who squared the ball, and Tell. It's moments like that he's got to do better. He's got to. He's got to do better there. That's 2 opportunities. Anyway, here's a throw-in. Danso down on the left-hand side. We know Danso's got a long old throw. He's going to be launched into the area. Into the 6-yard box. Knocked down. Here's Simmons out of his feet. And he skewed his shot over the bar. Tottenham have started quickly here. I know they had the early shot, but we started quickly. But Tell's going to have to put one of these away. Stephen with the cheeky remarks. Yeah, great dummy. Listen, it was a really good ball played into him by Brennan Johnson. It's a striker's dream. It's a striker's dream, and he just missed the ball completely. Oh, he's got to... Listen, I hope he gets one. I really do. I really hope he gets one, because at the moment he is looking really poor, isn't he? You don't need the Sky commentary. You've got me. You don't need the Sky commentary. Anyway, Spurs have now settled into a pattern of dominating after that fast start from Doncaster. Xavi Simons getting on the ball a lot here. Gives it to Paulinho. Now into Porro. Back into Paulinho. Over to Kevin Danso. He's driving through. Gives it to Jed Spence. And he goes back into Kinski. Now, Pedro Porro at the right-back area plays a good ball into Simmons, who's come into the right-hand channel from the number 10 position. Here's Danso. Lays it off to Paulinho. Porro dinks the ball now over the top. There's a chance for Tell to run onto, but well won by the centre-back. I don't know whether he's going to get a lot of change out of this centre-back strength-wise. I think the centre-back's going to have the strength, but Tell should have the pace. As a corner won by Doncaster, the cross was blocked by Pedro Porro, who's just trying to G up his teammates. So, corner kick, whipped in by Doncaster, headed away by Matisse Tell. Spurs can now push out. Doncaster have got the ball back on the halfway line. I've had so many people message me saying, what on earth was that from Tell? I don't know. Anyway, it's only 6 minutes gone. We've got a long way to go. As Stanley and Stewie are now joining us upstairs. Hello, Stanley and Stewie. Here's Danso tussling with a JE. The JE comes away with the ball, plays it back into the centre circle to his number 6. And Doncaster just putting their foot on the ball here. I don't know what stream you can watch it on, people. I haven't seen anyone hate him, James. I think everyone's just really frustrated, mate. I don't think it's hate. I think a lot of people are just frustrated. These are the moments where you've got to take your opportunity. Listen, he's got another 83 minutes. So I'm sure he'll grab a goal here today. It's on Sky Sports. I don't know what stream, by the way, guys. It's on Sky Sports Extra. as Paulinho gets the tackle in. And now Archie Gray loses the header. And Danso knocks it forward. Tell heads it on, but to nobody. And now Paulinho heads it forward. Won by the centre-half. Paulinho wins the header again. And then Bentancur wins the ball back. Got a bit scrappy the last minute. Here's Bentancur in the midfield. Lays it back into the path of Kevin Danso. Danso now into Jed Spence. Kuva. Oh, Kuva's in the chat. I bloody miss you, Kuva. I really do. The times when YouTube were fun. The times when YouTube were fun. Said, you're all being so harsh. Look at the positives. He actually did something I noticed this week. There's the ball over the top. And Brennan Johnson knew he was offside. And the linesman puts his flag up. Big up my man, Patrick McCory in the chat. How you doing, Patrick? Hope you're well. By the way, you lot, please keep smashing the like button. And come on, guys. We're edging towards 23,000. We're 75 away from 23,000 subscribers. Please smash that button or gently tap it. It's up to you. Paulinho's playing centre-half, for anyone asking. Here's Archie Gray. Poor pass, but Porro rescued it. Archie Gray loses it again. Yeah, again, he's not really started well either, old Archie Gray. Needs to get on the ball. I need to see something from him tonight. Yeah, I know, but you can't say it. Yeah, but you've got to remember, Robert. You've got to remember. Hang on, the ball's come all the way through to the Doncaster player. Hooked it back in, and a J.E. has headed wide. You've got to remember that we've got Ben Davis, Takai, and Dragashin all out injured. You've got to remember that. You've got to remember. So, hey, it's okay for today. Yeah, J.E. heading wide there. And now Tottenham win a throw-in down on the left. Patrick, remind me at half-time. I'll get it sorted, mate. Remind me at half-time. I'll have to go and look for it, and I can't while I'm doing the watch-along. I will, mate. Thank you very much. Very generous. Here's Brennan Johnson. Archie Gray back to him. Johnson over the top. Oh, and a header missed by Tell again. I don't think that one was his fault, really. It was a bit too high for him. Here's Bentancur into Simmons. Simmons now looking for the ball. He goes down the left-hand side. The defender gets the foot in, and it's a throw into Tottenham Hotspur. Or was it a J who crossed? Okay, sorry. Okay. Yeah, there was just a bit too much on that dink. But Tell, who didn't read the flight of the ball there. But a long throw from Danso. Yeah, I'm afraid so. I don't think so either. But hey, listen, there's a long way to go. He's got a really good opportunity tonight. The ref's having a word with somebody. The other games, by the way, are both 0-0 as well. Arsenal don't kick off for another 2 minutes. Here's a long throw from Danso, fired into the 6-yard box. It's gone, oh, I tell you what, he threw it right to the near post and the centre-half just flicked it away. He's a big old lad. Really, I mean, he's got really good throws, hasn't he? But flicked away at the near post. Someone says Sava looks like he's sleeping. Does he? Do I? I don't know what you mean by that. Sava looks like he's sleeping. What do you mean? I'm giving you full commentary here. Corner kick from Spurs. Here is Xavi Simons. He's going to take it from the left-hand side, right-footed, whipped into the 6-yard box. Keeper comes, punches, misses it off the line, overhead kick. Tottenham are 1-0 up from an overhead kick from Paulinho. Love it. Tottenham 1, Doncaster 0. Keeper's come out, punched it. But you know when it grazes off, it grazed off his knuckles. The defender headed it out. And Paulinho with the overhead kick. My man, why is Paulinho playing? Why is Paulinho playing? There you go. Big up my man. Paulinho makes it Tottenham 1, Doncaster 0, and Spurs are in control. Keeper comes out. Look, yeah, let's look at this again. Keeper comes out. He's had a mare, the keeper. And I tell you what, Paulinho watched it for ages. Look at this. He watched it for ages. There you go. Headed off the line. He watched it and watched it. Overhead kick. 1-0. Tottenham Hotspur. And we are in control. Again, another long throw causing all sorts of issues. Kevin Danso. Was it Danso with a throw? Brilliant. Absolutely brilliant. So Spurs are 1-0 up here. Can we go on and dominate now as Paulinho clears it down the line? So far, by the way, Arsenal have now kicked off their game against Port Vale, and the Europa League games are now all kicking off as well. So we're underway for a big night of Wednesday night football, people. Not every day you see a defensive midfielder with the overhead kick, is it? Love it. I just feel so much happier this year about Tottenham. I really do. Danso now brings the ball down. It's flicked on by Gray. Tell is running onto it. I don't know what's happened there. Everyone stopped. I think a free kick was given against... Who was the free kick given by? I don't know. A free kick was given for something. The free kick was given. So Tottenham 1, Doncaster 0, 15 minutes on the clock. There's the ball over the top. Here's Brennan Johnson. No, sorry, Archie Gray holds up the ball. What you got, Archie? Lays it back into Porro. Porro now is going to play a ball across the field into Danso, who's got a lot of grass to run into. He gives it to Jed Spence. Spence into Odegaard. Need to see him do something here. Go on, beat your man. Beat your man. He's running at him. Beats him. Crosses. Across goal. It's 2-0. Odegaard whipped the ball in. I think it was an own goal. I'm not sure. But much better. Odegaard ran at his man. Whipped the ball in. Tottenham 2 goals in 2 minutes. Tottenham Hotspur 2, Doncaster Rovers 0. A lot of people panicking. What team is this? We're 2-0 up in 16 minutes. Let's have a look at this again. So Odegaard gets the ball. The defender, poor defending, he stood off of him. But Odegaard whips in the cross. I can't see if somebody got a touch on that or not. Hang on, let's have a look. No one got a touch. I think it flew. I'll watch it from this angle. I think it flies past Brennan Johnson. Let's have a look. It flies past Brennan Johnson and the big centre-half who's been good in the air. It's hit him and gone out. Tottenham Hotspur are 2-0 up. Let me change that. There we go. Tottenham 2, Doncaster 0. And the ball now... flying forward. By the way, Newcastle are 1-0 up. So are Manchester City. Joel Linton with the goal for Newcastle. The Man City goal, I don't know who scored it yet. I'll let you know as soon as I know. Phil Foden with the Manchester City goal. So, Man City 1 up, Newcastle 1 up, Spurs are 2 up, Arsenal have kicked off as Doncaster get a throw in deep down in the Spurs half, opposite the penalty area, taken quickly. But Doncaster are sinking without a trace here, and that's just what we want to see from this. This is what we want to see. I want to see us get 3 goals, 4 goals up. I want to see Williams, Barnett, Newcastle are 2 up. I don't know who scored yet, but Newcastle are 2-0 up. Asula, the young striker, he's 22 now, sorry, William Asula. God, I thought he was younger, that. 2-0. Here's Spurs on the attack, though. Xavi Simons goes past his man. He's brought down cynically, and he goes down holding his ankle. We don't want to see that, as the yellow card is given to the Doncaster player. I think it's the captain. Yeah, the Doncaster captain given a yellow card. And I think this is going to be one where hopefully Xavi Simons can just run that off. He's back on his feet. He went past him. And then I think as the defender went to run away after the foul, I don't know, did he? I think he's landed on top of his foot there. So Spurs 2 up, Newcastle 2 up. Here's Archie Gray, plays it out wide to Brennan Johnson. Brennan Johnson into Gray again. Gray back to Johnson. Johnson takes a touch and wins a corner. So Tottenham Hotspur in ascendancy mode here. Tottenham in ascendancy mode here. This is what you want to see. I want to see us dominate these teams like this. So, big up Mafuz. How you doing, my man? How you doing? Good evening to you. Hello, Sue. We'll see you when you pop back later. You take care. Enjoy your evening. So, a corner kick for Tottenham Hotspur. Exactly 20 minutes on the clock. We know how good Spurs are from set pieces. Bentancur's in there. Danso's in there. Gray's in there. Paulinia's in there. And Xavi Simons is going to take this short this time into Odeberg. Back to Porro. Porro goes back to Simons. Simons down the line. Odeberg whips it across the goal. It's been cleared. Back to Porro. Porro out to Xavi Simons. Here's Jed Spence. Spurs still with the ball. Here's Matisse Tell. Cuts inside and lays it back. There's a ball. It was looking for, I'll tell you what, it's got there. The fullback won it, but not well enough. Here's Brennan Johnson. Gets to the byline. Thinks it's over the top. Cleared by the defender. Headed away. But, yeah, and then cleared. And then a free kick given. There's no foul there, ref. But a free kick's been given to Doncaster. Absolutely, George. I completely agree with this. Show Sava some love. Yeah, absolutely. Guys and girls, we are only 73 away from £23,000. £23,000? 23,000 subscribers, not pounds. Pounds, God, I'd like that. Anyway, here's Doncaster. Driving forward now. Nice play. There's the ball over that good ball. The Doncaster winger on the left into the middle and then cleared by Jed Spence. That was nice from Doncaster, to be fair to them, but no real conviction. £23,000. That'd be nice. And Arsenal are 1-0 up, but don't worry about them. Here's Jed Spence. He's driving through. Jed Spence. The ball was on. The ball was on to Johnson. Here's Archie Gray. He now gives it to Johnson. And the ball is back towards the halfway line. The Arsenal goal, by the way, was Eberici Eze. Boo. Boo. Spurs utterly dominating here. Utterly dominating here. Here's Odegaard. Nice touch. Shoots. Awful shot. Did well. Dinked it out of his feet and then leant back and the ball flew high and over the bar. Why do you notice that, John? Why do we notice that? Tell me why. I agree, but why? Why do we notice that? In Watch, Malmo, who I had, are losing at home to Ludogorets. So here's Doncaster with the ball in the left-back area. Played into the centre mid. Tottenham 2-0 up here and cruising. Big up to Glenn. Glenn Wall. Big up to Glenn. Hope you're well. Sure. Should be seeing this, right? We should. These are the games where these younger players who I keep hearing, this is where they need to dominate. Oh, Drew, for sure, mate. For sure. What do you mean? I'd be a Premier League manager. So, City winning, Newcastle winning, Arsenal winning, and Spurs winning. Looks like there's going to be no shocks at the moment across the League Cup games. And you wouldn't expect it either. You're thinking about the money. Thinking about the money. So, free kick to Doncaster here. Whipped in, right-footed, headed easily away by Matisse Tell that time. So, here's Odegaard. Gives the ball away again. Again, he's weak. I tell you what, this is the problem. Odegaard, for me, gives it away a bit too cheaply for me, just like the Doncaster player. Here's Xavi Simons. His pass was intercepted, and now Doncaster can go at the other end, can they? No, they've gone back into midfield. So there's the ball down the line, but the Doncaster player was offside, and Bentancur slid in anyway and took the player out. I know. Akawatch not doing so well. Let's have a look, though. How is Like Watch going? Oh, big up. Okay, 357. Not too bad. We should be on 450, but I'll let you all off. Big up to each and every one of you, each and every time. And how are we doing on Subwatch? Oh, Subwatch, 72 away. 72 away from 23,000. And big up, Andy Lester. I'll show you some love, Sava. Big up, mate. Big up to you as well. Thank you for the love. Every now and then it's nice. Big up to you. Here's Archie Gray. I'll come back to this in a second. Here's Archie Gray. Lays it back to Tell, who drives through. Shot low, saved by the keeper easily at the near post, and a corner kick. But that was better from Tell. Got it out his feet. Shot low down. You would expect the keeper to save that. But again, it just never looked like it was going to go in. Big up to you, Andy. Really appreciate you, buddy. Thank you very much for the love. Right back at you. I don't know why he needs a rest at the moment. We're playing Doncaster at home. I'm not sure why he needs a rest. Don't know why he needs a rest at the moment. We're 5 games into a season. He's all right. Corner kick for Tottenham Hotspur. 27.5 minutes gone. Cross whipped in. Header down. Oh, just wide. We're asking for a corner. Bentancur won the header. So the corner came in. Whipped in by Xavi Simons. Right? Your stream is 5 minutes behind. How can I possibly be 5 minutes behind when I've got Sky on? How can I possibly be 5 minutes behind? How? So Bentancur with a header down. He wanted a corner. Ref said no. Anyway, here's Paulinho. Gives the ball to Porro. Porro into Johnson. Back to Porro. Here's Archie Gray. Lays it off. Really poor ball from Gray. That really sloppy for me there from Gray. And John, who are you playing there? Why does he need a rest after 5 games? Why does he need a rest after 5 games of football? These are athletes. He's a very fit guy. Anyway, Paulinho thinks a really good ball over to Brennan Johnson. Plays it into the path of Gray. Gray lays it back to Johnson. Johnson out of his feet, into the middle, headed away by the centre half. Doncaster try and clear it, but Paulinho wins the header. And then Archie Gray flicks it in the air and Simons can tidy up. And here's Jed Spence and he goes back to Kinski, who's had nothing to do, really, if we're going to be honest. I mean, the interesting thing here tonight is Archie Gray isn't even playing in the 6, is he? He's almost playing in the advanced 8, if we're going to be honest. There's Xavi Simons back into dance, so he plays it across to Paulinho. And a free kick for Tottenham. 30 minutes gone. Archie Gray, where's your boot, Archie? He looks like his boot is off. Let's just check in the Europa League games. Betis 0, Forest 0, Freiburg 0, Basel 0, Malmo 0, Ludogorets 1. Any other goals in the Europa League games? No, Celtic are still 0-0 as well. Paulinho is playing centre-back. Yes, he is. So Pedro Porro is going to take a free kick here. He goes long, deep to the back of the penalty area, headed across by Danso. Archie Gray shoots and saved. Was it Archie Gray? Yes, Archie Gray shot. The keeper got low down and saved it. And Real Betis, I believe, are 1-0 up. I'm hearing that Real Betis won, Nottingham Forest 0 in the Europa League. Celtic, yeah, they're 0-0. And Malmo, my boys, are losing 1-0. Danso headed it down. It found its way to Gray. And Archie Gray's shot was palmed away for a corner kick. Corner kick to Tottenham, another one. It's been all Spurs. So the corner kick looks like it's going to be taken by Xavi Simons. Good for him to be getting a run out tonight, getting some minutes in those legs. Simons whips it in, headed down, all the way across until it just won't fall for him, will it? Simons drags it back across goal. Simons across goal. Johnson couldn't put it in either. Oh, my gosh. Oh, my gosh. Oh, the ball was across the goal. Oh, I don't know how one of them didn't put it in. And now there's 2 Doncaster players down injured. Danso's getting some treatment on the halfway line. It's all happening. It's all happening. There's two Doncaster players down. The Betis goal has gone to VAR. I have no idea. I'm not watching that channel. I have no idea. So Close is down injured. He's holding his buttocks, the top of his buttocks, as Forrest Gump said. Oh. So at the moment, nothing's happening. All the Spurs players are having a drink while a couple of players are given some medical attention and their players are getting a drink. The Betis goal does stand, I believe. I believe the Betis goal stands. Eze scored the Arsenal goal, by the way. Eze. Looks like Danso's got a bit of an injury to his eye. Going to have a bit of a bump there, isn't he? Don't know if he's got a cut or just a bump. Don't worry, Wolfie will be back on Friday morning. 10:30 this time. Who is better out of Danso and Sanchez? Oh, Danso by a million miles. Yeah. I agree. Guys, while nothing's happening, please smash that like button. Please subscribe as well. Really appreciate you. The link to subscribe is pinned. And we're chasing down 23,000. We're only 70 away from 23,000. So the game is off and underway. Here is Pedro Porro. Let's be fair. I think the defence haven't had a lot to do. No, Jamie, I don't have any chocolate. No, I don't. I know. What do I... Piss poor planning from me. There's a ball over the top. Brennan Johnson's running onto it, but the centre-half's done well that time. Now the left-back can bring it out. And Doncaster try to play through the middle, but Bentancur mops that up. Now here's Matisse Tell. I feel sorry for Tell, if I'm going to be honest. I just don't think he's good enough. And Morgan Gibbs-White has equalised for Nottingham Forest. No, sorry, Igor Jesus, sorry. I believe it's Igor Jesus. Sorry, I don't know why I said Morgan Gibbs-White. Here's Archie Gray. Done well there. Played a good ball out wide. Here's Odeber. Odeber cuts in. Lays it off to Gray. Here's Simmons. Doncaster got players back. Here's Simmons running through. And the defender gets a touch. And it's a corner kick to Tottenham Hotspur. I know, Jamie. What'd you do, man? Nah, Haaland's not starting tonight. They've got some 18-year-old up front. Here's Porro, edge of the box, has a shot, blocked by the Doncaster defender, retrieved by Rodrigo Bentancur. Now the ball goes out wide to Xavi Simmons. Great little touch. Love that. Bit of showboating. Here's Wilson Odeber. Back to Xavi Simmons. Pulling strings. Xavi Simmons lays it off to Paulinho, who dinks it wide to Porro. He fires it across goal, but it's taken a deflection and into the goalkeeper's arms. Here's Doncaster, though, at the other end. And a good tackle. Paulinho just stuck his foot out, won the ball. See you later. Come on, that's Paulinho. You're not going to beat Paulinho in a one-on-one there, are you? Now, here's Archie Gray. Plays the ball wide to Xavi Simons. Xavi Simons didn't bring the ball down well, though, at all. And Doncaster have got the ball. So it's going to be a free kick to Doncaster. Oh, my Malmo are 2-0 down. But that's ruined that, isn't it? My Malmo are 2-0 down at home to Ludogorets. Bloody Malmo. Oh, dearie me. Anyway, Doncaster with a ball over the top. The left back up against Porro. Dinks the ball into the box. It's come all the way over. Great shot. Great save by Kinski. The ball came over. Volley from the Doncaster player. Great effort. And Kinski low down with a great save. And there's Odeberg. Gave it away but won it back. Here's Matisse Tell. Matisse Tell. Gets it into Odeberg. Back to Tell. He just doesn't look confident on the ball, does he? He lays it off to Brennan Johnson. Here's Bentancur into Danso. Danso to Jed Spence as we come up to the last 5 minutes. Nottingham Forest have taken the lead at Real Betis, I'm led to believe. Nottingham Forest are 2-1 up, I believe. I don't know if it's true. It looks like it is. And it looks like it's Igor Jesus again as the offside flag goes up against Tottenham Hotspur. See, I'm commentating. I'm giving you live scores. I'm thinking about chocolate. So Forest 2-1 up. The good news is that the Ludogorets' second goal has gone to VAR in that game. But a good save by Kinski there. He got low down, tipped the ball onto the post. Here's Jed Spence at left back. And the Ludogorets' goal was given. Anyway, here's Paulinho. Into Porro. Now into Bentancur. Bentancur with a dink ball over the top. Into Xavi Simons' path. He's brought down. And the referee gives nothing. The referee gave nothing. I thought he was tripped there. Xavi Simons is looking at him to say, hang on, what happened? Let's have a look. I mean, this is maybe one of them times you need VAR. Maybe it wasn't. Let's have a look. The ball went over the top. Xavi Simons. I'd like to see that again. Let's have a look from this angle. The ball was dinked over. Yeah, I'm not sure there was enough there. Not sure there was enough there. So here's Kinski. Gives the ball to Danso. Yeah, I don't think that was a penalty. I'm going to be honest. Or a free kick. I don't think there was enough. Here's Paulinho. Out wide to Porro. Now here's Brennan Johnson. Plays the ball back into Paulinho. He's looked super comfortable at the back, hasn't he? And now Spurs have a throw-in on the right-hand side. Archie Gray leaves it for Pedro Porro. Here's Archie Gray. Into Paulinho. Now into Danso. Danso plays the ball out wide to Odeber. He's one-on-one with his fullback. He's going at him again. Has he got in there? No, the fullback's done absolutely brilliantly there. Odeber there for me. Should have whipped that in a bit earlier. But really good defending by number 16, Nixon, who just got his toe onto the ball. Odeber ran at him. Never really looked like he was going to win the ball there, though, Odeber. And the defender did very well. But another corner to Tottenham Hotspur. We must have had 6 or 7 here already. Must have. So a corner kick. Xavi Simons is going to take it from the left-hand side, which means it's going to be an in-swinger. No, he's gone to the edge of the box. Porro lays it down to Odeber. Back to Xavi Simons. Xavi Simons back to Porro. Porro shoots. Saved by the keeper low down. And it's going to go out for another corner to Tottenham Hotspur. So, corner kick to Tottenham. Here's Igor Jesus. Sorry, it's just flashed up. His second goal confirmed. Xavi Simons. And it's gone out for another corner to Tottenham Hotspur. Yeah, that's my worry. I mean, I never know. That's my worry. For me, he should be beating this fullback every time. For me, beat him every time. We don't half get a lot of corners, don't we? We get a lot of corners. This one's short. Into Odeber. Back to Xavi. Edge of the box. Porro shoots. Blocked by the Doncaster defender on the edge of the box. Now, Odeber brings it down. And it's a throw-in to Tottenham Hotspur. He tried to take his man on, couldn't. Tell you what, I think Odeber's struggling to beat his man here. He did for the goal, but he's struggling to get past him. Look at you lot all talking about chocolate bars in the chat while I really want one. By the way, Freiburg in the Acker. Freiburg have gone 1-0 up against Basel at home. Anyway, Kevin Danso with a long throw. And whoever said a Cadbury's cream egg, shake your head. No, not Cadbury's. Anyway, Danso, long throw. Flicked on and wide this time from Bentoncourt. So Freiburg 1, Basel 0, Malmo 0, Ludogorets 2, Braga 0, Feyenoord 0, Zagreb 1, Fenerbahce 1, Nice 0, Roma 0, Red Star 0, Celtic 0. There are games everywhere, people. Games everywhere tonight. Crunchies, yes. Maltesers, yes. Dime Bar, love them, but they're tiny, aren't they? They're gone like that. Whisper Golds, love it. But please, whoever said Cadbury's cream egg, no. Anyway, here's Doncaster with the ball at the back and a free kick given by the foul in midfield. So Spurs with 213 completed passes for anyone who cares. Oh, but who's saying bouncy? No one likes a bounty. Ugh. Always the ones I leave in those little boxes at the end at Christmas and stuff. Anyway, there's the ball played over the top. That's going to go straight into the arms of Kinski, who's made that brilliant save. I like a star bar. Whoever said star bar, I just quickly saw that in the chat. I like a star bar. Really do like a star bar. Can't explain why. I just really like them. Caramax underrated. Let's talk chocolate bars when we get to half time. So Spurs 2-0 up and cruising. Now I'm really upset that I don't have any chocolate. I've got no chocolate in the house at all. Anyway, 1 minute left of injury time. As Pedro Porro's got the ball, is he going to go back to Kinski? Yes, he does. Wagon wheels. How old school is that? I used to have a wagon wheel in my lunchbox at school. Used to have a little wagon wheel, peanut butter sandwich, wagon wheel. My mum would always put something in there healthy, like an apple, something that I'm not going to eat, and I probably gave to some other kid. I don't know. Anyway, here's the Matisse Tell tried to charge down the keeper, but the keeper cleared it. Danso wins the header. Can Odeberg bring that down? And he couldn't, and it's going to be a throw into Doncaster. There's about 8 seconds left. And the ref blows the whistle for half-time. Tottenham with a very, very comfortable first half. I think we can all agree there. Let me just set the timer. 45. There we go. Boom, boom, boom. Let's set that timer. Let's get that back there. Is that right? Are we in? We're in. So Tottenham Hotspur 2, Doncaster Rovers 0. In what you'd have to say it's been comfortable, right? Could have been 3 or 4 or 5. We've missed a few chances as well, haven't we? We've missed a few chances. We really have. The other end, Kinski with a brilliant save. Listen, Tell could have scored, should have scored, must have scored, and somehow didn't score. But the goals, let me think back to the goals. An overhead kick from Paulinho. An overhead. By the way, give me 5 words to sum up the first half. 5 words. I was gonna do 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, and instead just went 1. Give me 5 words. We like a 5-word answer here. For me, I would say very, 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 very comfortable. That is what I would say. Very comfortable. A professional performance from Tottenham. Doncaster don't look like they've really got a lot, do they, to scare us? What I would say is I'd love now, I don't know about you guys, I'd love to see us get one more and then see a couple of these kids, hey? Wouldn't that be nice? I wouldn't mind right now seeing Thompson on the left wing or getting Luca Williams Barnett on. Luca Williams Barnett. I wouldn't mind seeing that. I absolutely wouldn't. Yeah, I mean, look, League One. I mean, the gap should be like this, right? But yeah, they're what I would expect. They work hard. They like getting stuck in. But have they really got the quality? I'm not sure they have. Tell getting a lot of stick. My thoughts on Gray and Odeberg. I think Odeberg did well for the goal. Other than that, I think he's been quite poor, to be honest. He needs to go past his man for me. Odeberg, for me, this is the game where keep taking him on. And that fullback's got to grips with him, hasn't he, after the goal? Who else? Gray. Gray's done some nice passing. Lost the ball a few times. Gray, I thought he was going to be a 6. All I heard from everyone is that he was a 6. He's playing like an attacking 8. But he's done some nice things. I think he's got better as the game's gone on. Johnson, done some good bits out on that right-hand side, hasn't he? Who else is in that midfield? Bentancur, he's won most things in the box, hasn't he? Bentancur. Other than that, I mean, Spence and Porro haven't really had anything to do. Danso and Paulinho have been very, very comfortable. But again, yeah, I would say, yeah, Gray's looked okay. No more, no less. No more, no less. But for me, I mean, it's difficult, isn't it? We're playing, we'd say, God, you're harsh. About who? He's driven his marker into their box numerous times. Who? Odeberg, sure. But as a left winger, you've got to beat that man, haven't you? As a left winger, you should be beating that man. He's playing League One fullbacks. You should be beating that man every time. Every time. I don't know, Soul Sniper. I mean, do I support Tottenham or do I support Doncaster? If you want these players to be Tottenham level, judge them at Tottenham level. It seems that no matter what people do, people think it's harsh. I think he did really well for the second goal. Ran at his man, got a good crossing. Since then, I've not seen him beat his man. But hey, I don't think he's played bad. I just don't think he's done anything where I go, oh, wow, you're amazing. Let's use Cat. Yeah, listen. Look, he is struggling again, isn't he? Listen, I don't think it helped. I don't think it helped that he missed that chance early doors, didn't he? And this is a lad, I feel for him. I'll be honest, I really hope he gets a goal in this second half. I feel for him. I really do feel for him. He's just nothing he's done since January has worked. Nothing he's done. And for me, you've got to do better. They're showing it now. They're showing it now. The ball came across to him, and you've got to do better. You've got to do better. As a striker, you've got to anticipate that ball and make contact, and unfortunately didn't. I really hope, for his sake more than anything, that he grabs a goal. Yeah, but the difference is, right? The difference is, right? This is the thing. I want to sign Kudus's. I didn't want to sign Odebers and Tells. That's the difference, right? When you're saying take it easy on him, shouldn't that be what we're aiming for? That should be what we're aiming for, right? I want the players. It shouldn't be Kudus and Odeber. Kudus should be the level, the benchmark. Great save by Kinski. Yeah, as well. Really, really well done to him. At the back, I mean, it's been fairly simple other than that, hasn't it? Big up to the Workers' Reading Room. How you doing? Workers' Reading Room, please, please, please. If you haven't subscribed, people, I'll tell you what, there's 800 of you in here. Let's see if you lot will be kind enough. We are 69 away from 23,000. Can we get 69 of you right now out of 800 to subscribe, right? Can we get 69 of you to subscribe? Probably not. I'm asking a lot there. I do get it. But can we? I can't lie, Big Lebowski. He didn't look amazing at Bayern. I watched Bayern a lot. And that's the problem. I think people think because he came from Bayern that he was going to be amazing. And unfortunately, I don't think he is. Code FX saying Johnson was anonymous again. I think he had some good touches. He put in a great ball for Tell. But again, beat your man. Beat your man. Go at your man over and over and over again. Keep going at your man for me. Keep going at your man. Tell was a poor buy. Yeah, listen, I hope for his sake. Listen, I don't rate him. But I hope for his sake more than anything he gets a goal, because it's becoming more and more difficult to see why we bought him. And I need to see something. It's difficult. I don't want to sit here and slaughter the lad, but I've got to see much better. I've got to see much better. Savvy, you've been bigging up Matoma as a winger for a while now. He's been poor this season, was anonymous on Saturday. Sorry, I've been bigging him up. Hasn't most of the Premier League been bigging him up? Soul Sniper, I'm sure you're one of those. You just want to say the opposite of what I say. You wouldn't want Matoma on our left wing, Soul Sniper, no? Here we go. In the chat, let's see. I know this guy says the opposite of everything I say. If I say it's Wednesday night, he says it's Thursday night, right? Would you all want Matoma on our left wing this season? There you go. There's the question, right? Hang on. I was told he was a striker and that he wasn't a left winger. Which one is it? Which one is it? Come on. Come on. Matoma. The answer is Matoma, yes or no. Right. So apparently Soul Sniper Gaming is trying to mug me off. There we go. Matoma, yes. Yes. Absolutely. Yes. 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 No. Okay. Matoma is clear of all our wingers. Yes. 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 Hell yeah. Yes. 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 George says no. Yes. 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 Soul Sniper, I read the room, my man. Matoma would be brilliant at Spurs. Yes. Yes. Look. A no-brainer, innit? A no-brainer, Bobby. Matoma, yes. Listen, I'd love Adeyemi, but that's not the question. Yes. Look, I mean, this is the problem. When people try so hard to go against the grain to stand out, this is what you get. I didn't agree. Dietrich's not my first choice either, mate. But if you say to me right now, Matoma, he'd look world class compared to our left side. Sure, but it's not. That wasn't a question. The question is, would you take Matoma? Yes, most definitely. Yes, I'm seeing a theme. Yes. Why is it a couple of years late? He couldn't. What? Can he not play football at the age of 27, 28? I don't understand. Yes. He's in my fantasy team. Yes. Oh, where's Soul Sniper Gaming? You've had a mare. Son. Sure, but that wasn't the question. I don't understand. It was a really easy question. Would you want Matoma in this Spurs team? It's a really simple question. I know, Andy. I know. But what do you do? Andy? And by the way, when I said, can we get 69 people to smash that subscribe button, we got 3. Big up to each and every one of you. At least we only need 66 now. No, I agree. I just don't think he's it. As I said, I hope he scores. He needs some confidence, but I just don't think he's got it. Sure. Yeah. Don't like Tell or Johnson. Sure. You've had a mare, right? Can you just admit it? You've had a mare. It's okay to do that. Just admit you've had a mare. Hey, it is what it is. Listen, we're comfortable. It's very comfortable. I expected it to be comfortable. I'm not seeing anything that I wasn't expecting. Now, let's kick on. Let's get another goal or so, and let's see a couple of the kids get a run out. However, if it gets to 2-1, I don't think we're going to. Let's see. Big Lebowski says Semenyo will be expensive. Semenyo will be bloody expensive. He's just signed a new contract. He is going to be bloody expensive. Williams Barnett being asked for here. Could he? Listen, why not get Scarlett 45 minutes here? Yeah, absolutely. I'm not nervous with this man. I trust this manager. Savio is the answer. I'll take Savio. Come back in May. Then what price will Matoma have been in July? Well, they said that it was available for 45 million this window, right? What's your thoughts on Odegaard's assists? Have a bit more what we need from him. Listen, for the goal, I thought he did brilliantly. For me, what I want to see now, once a winger has shown you can beat that guy, right? Do it again. And I thought that his fullback got the better of him after that, and he couldn't beat him. But for the goal, he did really, really well. I wonder if Scarlett will come on. I think that Frank will give him some game time. I'm guessing it will all depend what happens. So, Yamal, yeah, let's go and get Yamin Yamal. The second half will be getting off and underway shortly. They're just showing the Doncaster fans, fair play to them, the trip down from up north. Did someone just ask if I'm watching the Forest game? I'm doing a Spurs watch along. Why would I be watching Nottingham Forest? Why? Unbelievable. Yeah, should we all do a Forest watch along? I'm not going in on him at all. I thought he was decent. He did well for the goal. After that, I need to see him beat his man a bit more. But we know he's got the beating of the man because he beat him for the goal. Let's see. Class sign him. I've wanted that. I wanted that guy for years. Class sign him. Nah, I don't believe you. Bobby, I don't believe you. No. So we're just waiting for the teams to come back out. See you at the end of the game, my friends. See you at the end of the game. I know, I know. I should be watching all the games tonight, shouldn't I? So let's go back to the game, shall we? Fair play, Alfie. Fair play. Good ball knowledge. Good ball knowledge there. I don't think any subs have been made yet. I wouldn't expect them at half time, if I'm honest. Let's see what Tottenham can cook up for us in this second half. Absolutely, Jade. This is what you get when you get a playmaker, right? Someone who likes the wall pass. Right. Doncaster have got us off and underway. Tottenham Hotspur 2. Doncaster Rovers 0. What have Spurs got in store? Free kick given there. What was that free kick given for? What was that given for? I don't know what that free kick was given for. Here's Doncaster down on the left wing. A ball into the box. Cleared by Spurs, though. Couldn't retrieve it. And now Doncaster have got the ball back on the left wing. The left back is galloping up. And the cross is blocked by Porro. And Archie Gray gives it back to Porro. And he plays it cool and calmly across the box to Bentancur. Xavi Simons misses his kick. Dangerous play there, Xavi. Doncaster get the ball out wide. Now they've played it down the line, but it's gone out wide for a corner to Doncaster. So Tottenham 2, Doncaster 0. Big up to each and every one of you for being inside the house. God, I am hungry. I'm not going to lie to you guys. I am hungry. Corner kick from Doncaster, whipped in and headed away easily by Bentancur. And then Xavi Simons heads it on. Now Matisse Tell with a chance to run down that left wing. Matisse Tell. And he's taken down. And that's a poor foul. And that's got to be a yellow card, ref. Surely. I mean, that's a really poor foul, ref. He did well there, Tell. He stretched his legs. He was running away from the defender and he was clipped cynically. And Simons is asking the question. And the ref's not given a yellow there. I don't know how he's not or if he's going to. I mean, he clipped him cynically there. Clipped him. Who said Mario Jardel? Mario Jardel retired donkeys years ago. There's Porro into Archie Gray, who's chested it down and out of play. Well done, Archie. I've not eaten at all, Mark. No, I'm not eating. What time did I eat? Maybe about 1 o'clock. Doncaster now trying to run through the channels, but they've had to go backwards towards their own left-back area. Plays into the left winger. He goes, fair play, good play right across to the centre half. Now the big number 6 at the centre-back. Doncaster playing about with it. They've gone back into the goalkeeper. And Danso heads the ball down. Bentancur brings it into Spence. It's had little to do here, Spence. But loses the ball, actually. And now Doncaster on the attack. That was Spence quite poor. Here's Bentancur, though. And Bentancur mops up and Danso can properly tidy up. Here's Spence again. And this time wins the throw-in. Poor play that from Spence. Yeah, the starving Watchalong. You know when you can hear your belly rumbling? I can hear my belly rumbling. Not good. Anyway, 49 minutes gone. A throw into Tottenham down in the left-back area. Anyway, here's Odeberg. Gone past his man. And then a really poor pass from Odeberg. That's what I mean, guys. Giving the ball away so cheaply, Odeberg. I know fans don't look at that, but the number of times it's just a simple misplaced pass. Got to recycle the ball better than that. Kinski to Danso. Danso plays it into Simmons. Not a good ball. And then Danso wins it again, but it's out for a throw. Gotta stop. Gotta recycle the ball better than that. Here's the left back from Doncaster. Plays the ball inside. Good ball. Doncaster have worked the ball down well. Can Porro get there? He does. And the ball goes out for a corner kick to Doncaster. Little bit, I would say, a little bit wayward, the passing at the beginning of this half. Quite sloppy. As you said there, Alfie. Quite sloppy. But it is a corner to Doncaster. The cross in, headed away easily by Paulinho. Headed back in by the Doncaster player. Now Paulinho heads it again. And then a volley straight into the arms. Nice and easy for Kinski. But Spurs haven't really got going this half. Here's Brennan Johnson. But the ball's gone all the way out for a throw into Doncaster. Doncaster take it quickly. Doncaster again, getting the ball down the left-hand side. They're coming down this left-hand side a lot. Cross whipped in, header won by Danso. And now Bentancur can, cheekily backheels the ball in his own penalty area. And Spurs win the throw-in down on the right-hand side. Who said a raisin Yorkie? Whoa, raisins. No. So Tottenham haven't really got going this half yet. It's fine. It's okay. The other games are still the same scores, by the way. No change in those games. This time, Doncaster bring the ball down the right. Won by Paulinho. Doncaster, good play there. Swept it wide. They are sweeping it wide down this left. Brennan Johnson is not helping Porro at all here. The ball's fallen to the Doncaster player, edge of the box. And now Porro can clear it. But Brennan Johnson does nothing defensively. You've seen this. Nothing defensively. Doncaster playing well down this left-hand side. It's cleared. Again, down this left-hand side. They've done well. But you notice that Porro's exposed. Brennan Johnson needs to get back in there. Good play by Doncaster there. Down the left-hand side. And then the ball in the end was cleared by Paulinho for another corner to Doncaster. Corner kick, whipped in. Cleared to the edge of the box. It's going to be recycled back to the corner kick taker. And this time, the ball through to him wasn't good. Yeah, Bryce, I know, mate. I was going to say that, but I mean, Brennan, you all know what I think of Brennan Johnson. Games like this, people like Brennan Johnson should be dominating, and they don't. They don't. Luca William Barnett, Dane Scarlett, Richarlison, all warming up. Brennan Johnson for me being poor again tonight. And there's a free kick. Free kick given on the edge of our area for the foul by the number. Is that the number 10 or the number 30? I can't quite see. Yeah, definite push in the back. Definite push in the back there on Paulinho. And it was Ulasunya. Yeah, Johnson for me, just he's almost like he acknowledges that he should be tracking back, but doesn't. Anyway, here's Odegaard. And again, Odegaard has given the ball away again. Odegaard has given the ball away again. I know no one wants to talk about it. Odegaard, yeah, for me, I'm not sure. I'm not sure. No. See, you didn't listen to a word I said then, Will. I wasn't blaming Johnson for anything up front. I was blaming him for not tracking back. And I was blaming Odegaard for giving the ball away a lot. You got to, it's not what I said. It's not what I said. Here's Jed Spence into Xavi Simons. He turns, lays the ball off to Paulinho. Now, Paulinho can drive through the midfield. He's got loads of grass. He lays off to Archie Gray. Now into Brennan Johnson. Brennan Johnson comes inside. Pause. To Simons. Plays a good ball out wide to Odegaard. Beat your man. Beat your man. Beat your man. Again, he can't beat his man. His fullback's done really well. His fullback did really well there. So, 2-0, 56 minutes gone. Long ball over the top from Doncaster. Porro heads it down. Bentancur, bit of class that. Touch, turn, gone. Great touch from Xavi Simons. And Xavi Simons is taken down cynically and this time gets a foul. Lovely touch from Simons. That's the bit of class you want to see, right? Lovely little first touch that nicks him into space to run through on goal. Defender took him down cynically. And I can't believe he's not got a yellow for it, if I'm honest. But, hey, it is what it is. So, a free kick going to be taken here by Pedro Porro. I don't think they've got a lot of options, Darren. I think they do see it. You're not telling me that Thomas Frank wants Tell, Johnson and Odegaard starting in his 11, are you? There's a free kick headed away by Doncaster. I think he sees it. He's a very intelligent man. Now, here's Tell giving the ball away that time. Really poor from Tell. Again, here he is again. And he's fouled this time. Unfortunately, so Bergvall and Richarlison are coming on. Bergvall and Richarlison are coming on for Tottenham just on the hour mark. Frank's seen enough this half. Here's Danso to Paulinho. Ball over the top by Paulinho. Headed away, not well by the Doncaster player. Here's Brennan Johnson. Plays it down the line to Gray. Gray back to Johnson. Can he beat his man? No, he can't. And of course, his first cross goes straight into the need to. Yeah, listen, I think tonight has shown me what I need to see from players. Some players going to be coming on for Doncaster as well. Danso, long throw into the box, headed out by the big number 6, headed away this time into the path of Danso, who tries to take his man on and can't. And he did well there. I think that was the forward tracking back. Look, I'll be honest. I've not seen anything from the fringe players tonight that makes me think they're any good. I think that Odeber did okay for the goal. Since then, I think he's been awful. Odeber is coming off. I actually think that's the right choice. I don't think he's been good at all since that goal, if I'm honest, for Odeber. And so Odeber's going off. Xavi Simons, I think, is the other player going to go off for Bergvall, is it? So Richarlison goes on. Is Richarlison going up front or on the left? And Xavi Simons gets another hour in his legs tonight for Spurs, and Bergvall's coming on. So Bergvall on, Xavi Simons off. It's hard, isn't it? Because, you know, I'm seeing him backed a lot and I keep hearing, but I'm not seeing anything. I'm not seeing anything from Tell. Again, I'll say it, he's got another half an hour to do something, but I'm not seeing it. So, Doncaster playing their way through. Well played there, but Danso, strong, gets it to Porro. Porro fires it down the line, and now Bentancur's got the ball. Bentancur gives it away, but Richarlison wins it back, and Richarlison immediately goes down like he's been shot. Within 5 seconds, Richarlison's gone down like he's been shot, and now he's fine. Oh my gosh. You have to laugh, don't you? You do have to. As I said, I've not seen anything tonight from any of the fringe players. He's comfortable. I'm not worried, but I've not seen anything from the fringe players that makes me go, oh, yeah, you're good. There's the ball up top. So Tell has gone left. Richie's gone through the middle as Doncaster give the ball away, and it's a throw into Tottenham Hotspur. Here's Doncaster trying to get across him, but there's Jed Spence. And good defending from Jed Spence wins the goal kick. I think it was a world record. I think it was about 8 seconds between him coming on and going down like somebody had shot him from the stands. And a free kick won by Archie Gray. And a throw in for Tottenham down on the right-hand side. So a throw into Tottenham down on the right-hand side. I'd like to see a third goal. Maybe we might get to see some of the youngsters then. We still might. Long throw from Danso. Headed away by Doncaster. This time a foul given away by Richarlison. Porro thinks the ball into the feet of Brennan Johnson. Now Bentancur. Now Porro. Misplaces a pass to Danso. That's been the story of the second half, really, hasn't it? A lot of misplaced passes. Now Richarlison loses in the air. Bergvall heads it on. And there's Johnson. What a horrible little flick. Here's Bentancur. Back into the path of Porro. Johnson just strolls around, doesn't he? Like he's having a kickabout down the part of his mates. Here's Tell on the left. Here's Bentancur. Into Porro. Great ball into Johnson. Find your man. Back to... oh, good God. Oh, Matisse Tell. Oh, Matisse Tell. Oh, gosh. Oh, Tell. Johnson. It was a great ball by Porro. And to be fair, Johnson put it in his path. He put it in his path. And Tell. Here's Porro. Heads it on to Archie Gray. Archie Gray into Bergvall, who tried a little flick, didn't get enough on it. Spurs are actually going forward a bit more now. Here's Bentancur. Oh, Tell. I'm at the stage. I'm at the stage where I feel sorry for him. Here's Bergvall. Gives it to Spence. Oh, dearie me. I genuinely, I'm at the stage, I feel bad for Tell. I don't, it's not even about not rating him. I feel bad for him. He's not good enough. You watch, one will hit his arse in a minute and go in and people will go, there you go. He is. No, I keep hearing this confidence line. I'm sorry. He's playing Doncaster. I'm sorry. I feel for him. I do. He shouldn't be out there. Tottenham with 15 shots in this game. Yeah, Rodney, you're right. We see more from a J.E. Yeah, worrying. Here's Doncaster building up down that left-hand side again. Brennan Johnson just jogging, but he just jogs back. He just jogs back. He's nowhere to be seen helping out Porro. Where's my man Phil Coys? Where is he? Even he now has got us surely see that this is big up to my man Omar. How we doing, Omar? How you doing, bro? Hope you're well. Good to see you. Hope the channel is going well, my friend. Here's Pedro Porro. Lays it into Johnson. Back to Porro. Porro sweeps it. Well, I mean, it's a real hit and hope there. Good play by the Doncaster player. Nicks it over Bergval's head. Then lays the ball in. Danso gets there. They want a free kick. They're not going to get it. Oh, they are going to get it. Danso's bemused. I'll be honest, I was a bit bemused. So it's going to be a free kick, I think, on the edge of the box. I'm waiting for my man, Phil Coys. Where is he? I'm waiting for him. He's been banging this. Why is that a foul? Why is that a foul? He clearly won the ball. Danso clearly wins the ball. He got the ball. High foot. Is that what he's given it for? That's shocking. That's shocking. I think, right? I think that is exactly it. Tim, that is exactly it. I feel bad watching him. I feel like it's bad seeing him struggle. I feel bad seeing him struggle, but he's not good enough. It's not good enough. Big up, Mike. How you doing, bro? How you doing, man? Anyway, free kick to Doncaster on the edge of the box. Thought he won that ball clean. Anyway, free kick to Doncaster, edge of the box. Going to be a left footer. Oh, I thought it was in. I thought it was in. I thought it was in. And it wasn't. I think it's in. Let's have a look at this again. I saw the net ripple. He's played it straight into the side netting. I'm going to disagree, Stuart. I don't think he's been good at all, my man. I think he's really poor. I think he's very all-round game. All-round game. It's been a completely different second half. I thought we were really good first half. Adogi is coming on for Spurs here with 17 minutes to go. Oh, George, yeah, we know. Listen, as I said, Odegaard, Tell, Johnson, these guys aren't good enough to be at Tottenham. People go, Johnson again. I don't. He's just not good enough. Told you, when he doesn't score, he's not doing anything. If I say it, I'm called negative, though. I can't say it. If I say it, I'm called negative by everyone out there in YouTube world. So Spence off, Adogi on. Man City are 2 up. I think Savio has scored. Newcastle are 3 up. Yeah, Savio has scored for Man City. They're 2-0 up. So was it our left winger has scored, Savio. Oh, dearie me. So 2-0 up. 15 to go. Here's Richarlison into the path of Adogi. Now Porro. Ball over the top. Not good, though, by Porro. Here's Bergval. Haven't really noticed him since he came on. Plays a ball, a terrible ball from Bergval, but Gray wins it back, to be fair. Dinks it in. Bergval completely missed his header. Now the shot in from Bentancur, and he's completely skewed his shot wide. And I think that kind of sums up the second half. Very sloppy second half. Good first half, sloppy second half is what I would say. Gray dinked it in, and Bergval completely messed up his header. I'll tell you what I would do in January. I would get Tell out on loan. ASAP. Tell you what, I'll ask a question to all of you. How much does this make you grateful for Kudus? How much does this make you grateful for Kudus and appreciate how bloody good Kudus is? The difference when he plays is frightening compared to these lot. Richarlison, foul against him. I don't think that was a foul, to be fair. Here's Brennan Johnson down the right wing. Beat him, Brennan. Keep going. That's it. Pull it back. All the way across. Oh, Richie couldn't get there. Oh, dearie me. Newcastle 3, Bradford 1. Oh, best thing Brennan Johnson's done this half, that. I just never, ever feel that Richie and Tell and that these people are going to score goals. I mean, normal goals. Not worldies or tap-ins, just normal, getting it out, shifting and bang. It's Bergval, whipped into the box, cleared, edge of the box, volley over the bar. When you're saying you can't see Frank making much of a difference, we're sitting third in the Premier League. We won our only Champions League game and we're about to go through to the next round of the Cup. I think Richarlison is absolutely awful as a football. I've never seen a number 9 with such a bad first touch and just awful. Just awful. But it's the same team that played in the first half. So what did he get wrong? It's the same team that played. Same team that played first half and dominated. Another foul given by this ref gives a foul for everything, doesn't he? Oh, for sure. One of the worst ever. 55 million, 60 million. Oh. Don't worry, though. He scores an overhead kick every now and then. Doncaster are in it, and they're offside. They're offside. And that's not true. Again, Matt, straight away, no, there's more to being a striker. He scored 2 against Burnley and a tap-in against Brighton. His hold-up play down the wing. Listen, this guy's been at Tottenham for 4 years. 4 years, and we're still seeing all the excuses. Again, as I always say, if I say Richie's bad, Matt says he's good. If I'd said he's good, he would have said he's bad. It's just what it is. Yeah, I agree. It's the same. We were good first half. Second half, it's been poor. I don't know. So he got it right first half, but wrong second half with the same team? Absolutely, Stuart. Absolutely. Absolutely. Paulinho does well to win the ball. Brilliant from Paulinho. Really strong play from Paulinho. What a player he is. Here's Johnson. Oh, Johnson. That was a simple. Oh. Yeah, look, I would say we got the job done is going to be, well, if we do, we've got the job done is going to be my overall. I thought first half we were good. We did some good bits. Second half's been very poor. Game of 2 halves. But, hey, name looks like it's in the hat. Danso, long throw, headed clear. Bergval wins it back. Here's Gray. Back to Bergval, into Porro. And the referee gives he's given a foul against Porro for diving. And a yellow card for diving for our captain, Porro. I think that sums up the half. Ellie, I'm not sure. I'm not sure. We got to laugh. You got to laugh that we got the job done. It's been a really tough second half, hasn't it? There's the ball over the top by Doncaster, straight into the arms of Kinski. Yeah, didn't need the dive there from Porro, especially when you're wearing the captain's armband. Porro now dinks one over the top. Here's Richie. Into Gray. There's the ball. Out wide to Tell. Tell into a Dogie, and he's offside. Oh, my God. Sorry, not a Dogie. I think it was Tell who was offside. Luca Williams-Barnett is coming on for his senior debut. Go on, son. 16 years of age, this boy. Luca Williams-Barnett, 16. Fair play, lad. Well done. Off for Tell. I don't want to see Tell in a Spurs shirt again. Ever. Sorry. Here's Williams-Barnett. Let's hope he gets a few touches of the ball. There's the shot from Doncaster, high and wide. Yeah, Trevor, I think that's right. Trevor, I don't make you wrong, mate. I think that's right. Stuart, this guy's so bad, mate. He is so bad. So bad. Newcastle 4-1. Here's Doncaster playing down the left. Chance to get the ball in. He has. Danso will clear that. He wins everything in the air, but Doncaster win it back. The shot fired in. Danso's blocked it again. I like Danso, you know. Here's Williams-Barnett, but he couldn't bring the ball down, and the Doncaster defender gets the ball. I'll say what I said. I've not seen anything tonight that changes my mind on any of these players. No player I've seen tonight has made me go, oh, I see you differently, or oh, that was good. None of them. Come on, we want to see Luca Williams-Barnett get a touch. That'd be really good to get him on the ball. Here's Richie. Gets the ball out wide to Porro. Porro goes into Paulinho. Back to Porro. Archie Gray couldn't quite get the ball, and Doncaster can bring it away. I agree. Bayern Munich owe us money. They should give us money back for Tell. Danso winning the ball again. Here's Luca Williams-Barnett. Plays the ball through, but Bergvall didn't follow the run through. I think he's been really poor since he came on as well, hasn't he, Bergvall? I think his second half's been really poor. I think Danso and Paulinho have been our best players this half. Danso again. Good defender, Danso. Here's Williams-Barnett. Good ball by Williams-Barnett. Down the left. Across the goal. Flicked on. 3-0. Brennan Johnson fluffed his lines, but Bergvall there. And no, it's going to be offside, is it? He's going to be offside. Not 3-0. Not 3-0. Let's have a look at that. Not 3-0. Let's have a look. It's Brennan Johnson that's offside. Brennan Johnson offside, not Bergvall. Brennan Johnson. It wasn't Bergvall. From that, Bergvall is way behind the play. Here's Bergvall again. Gives it to Paulinho. There's 3 minutes left of stoppage time. Udogie brings it down on the left-hand side. Loses the ball. Wins it back. Here's Danso. Here's Kinski. Plays it forward. Here's Gray. Plays it out wide. Good ball. Here's Luca Williams-Barnett. Tries to take his man on, but the defender won the ball. Poor from Johnson, that. Poor. Got to stay on side there, Johnson, ain't you? Got to stay on side. Here's Williams-Barnett. Tries to get it back to Richie, but gives it away. Now Doncaster can run through the middle. They've played it out wide left. They've got some space here on the left-hand side. Cuts in, shoots, high and wide. I think he's done okay. I mean, I think he's done okay. I still want to see him in the 6. I was told he was a 6. But I think this is going to go into the bracket of we got it over the line. Have they given man of the match to Paulinho? Was that what Sky just said? This ref gives every foul, doesn't he? Every foul. Look, we're in the draw. We're in the draw. We're in the draw. That's about as much as I can say. Here's Bergvall. He's won the ball back. What we got? One last hurrah. Here's Brennan Johnson. Through on goal. Brennan. Oh, and it's 3-0. Brennan Johnson. Feed the goat. Someone wanted to hear it. Johnson again. Ole, ole. Johnson doing what Johnson does. I don't think he's been great, but that was a good finish. Through on goal. Tottenham have made it 3-0 after his error just now for the offside. Tottenham in the last second of the game. Tottenham Hotspur 3, Doncaster 0. Good through ball, and he finished with a plum. Let's see, it was a poor ball by Doncaster. Bergvall did well, intercepted it, played the pass from his own half. There was Johnson, through on goal. His shot, the keeper came out. He waited, and tucked it away. So Tottenham 3, Doncaster 0. Not a great second half, but 3-0. We're through. We're into the draw, and we move on. So far, Thomas Frank has played 5. The game's over, by the way. The game is over. So 3-0. Listen, good first half, poor second half, but we are 3-0 winners. And Johnson tucking away. Couldn't really miss there, could he? Let's be honest. You would expect him to score. He did score. Another clean sheet. Tottenham this year have played 5 league games and lost 1. We've won 1 Champions League game, won 1 League Cup game, and the draw is going to be in, I believe it's at 10. I believe it's at 10, if I'm not wrong. I believe it's at 10. Still Port Vale 0, Arsenal 1, by the way. So Port Vale's still in their game, still hanging on in there. Look, I think that falls into the bracket of, look, a good first half. I thought we absolutely dominated it. And then second half, it just felt all a little bit, Malmo have scored all a little bit too late, Malmo. And then second half, it was almost as though the first half had been a bit too comfortable, right? I don't know whether you would say maybe a bit of complacency in that second half, but Johnson wrapped it up with the very last kick of the game to make it 3-0. No, I wouldn't. When people say that, no, I wouldn't, because his hold-up play, when playing in the Premier League against proper centre-backs, he would be bullied off the ball and his hold-up play wouldn't work. But listen, through on goal there, he done the business, 3-0. Really difficult one to assess, really. Let me give it a good go in a second. I'll give it a good go in a second. Listen, let me know 5-word answers. Let me see the super chats. Big up to Frankie, the Christmas Chew, who has said, I've read that tummy rumbling is the gut cleaning itself and preparing microbiome for more food. Waiting to eat is good. Well, there's something I didn't know. Thank you very much, Frankie. Appreciate that. Big up to Saga. Said, tell is Brian Hill level at this point, 45 million. I'm going to say it. I think Brian Hill is miles better than Matisse Tell. Miles better. I don't even rate Brian Hill. Big up to you, my man. Thank you very much. Patrick McCory has said, good commentary tonight. I try my best, Patrick. Patrick, I try my best. 5-word answers, please. 5-word answers. Or I wouldn't say Johnson was a standout. I wouldn't say that for me. I would say Paulinho and Danso were standouts. Gray did well in patches. Lots of the game passes in by, but I think he did well in patches. But it is what it is, right? It is what it is. He does. We can't deny that. As Arsenal have gone 2-0 up, unfortunately, Trossard has just fired them in to a 2-0 lead. Sava played Johnson as the 8 and Gray has found his level. Look, it's difficult, right? When you're playing teams from these leagues, it's very difficult to say, has that player really stood out or are they playing against poor players? However, you want to see what can they do on a more regular basis. What I will say is tonight, I've not learned anything I didn't know. I've not learned anything I didn't know, right? I've learned that Kinski is a good goalkeeper. He's good. I wouldn't say amazing. He's a good goalkeeper. I've learned that Gray does some good things, but again, I want to see him tested in bigger games. I've learned that Tell is not good enough for Tottenham. Odegaard for me still is not good enough. Not good enough at Odegaard for me. I thought he did well for the goal. After that, I thought he looked really poor, giving the ball away. Couldn't beat his man. Who else? I thought Johnson for me. I think that game summed up Johnson for me. I don't think he's good enough on the ball. Defensively poor, but he will pop up with the goal. And I don't think that's me being harsh. I think that game summed him up. Good save again, but your boy Tell, Phil, your boy Tell. At some point, you're going to have to start owning this. For me, let's start. Let's start talking about the game, shall we? Actually, I'll start it at 2:57. Yeah. I mean, listen, I don't mind him. I think he's midfield for Tottenham if we want to kick on. I'm not sure. Definitely not yet. But we'll see. Listen, I don't think he had a very good game. I think he did some nice things. He did okay. I thought he did okay. He did some nice things. I think the problem is now when these players who haven't been good enough just do one or two nice things, we go, oh, what a really good game. I think he made a couple of good passes, but for me, I want to see more. For me today, he should be getting on that ball and dictating against a Doncaster team. But I thought he was okay. He was definitely nowhere near one of the worst. Definitely nowhere near. Tell was the reason Levy was told to go. Yeah, quite possibly. Quite possibly. Look, it is what it is. It is what it is. It's a typical cup game against a lower league side, isn't it? Doesn't have to be amazing. Wasn't amazing. Good first half. Poor second half, but got the job done. We're in the hat. We move on. We move on, don't we? We move on. As I said, I've not learned anything. Let me start. Right? Let me start. When it gets to 2:58, I'll give you my little summary. When we get to 2 minutes 58, here we go. Only so I can clip it, just to be completely honest with you all. Let me give you my summary. So Tottenham Hotspur 3, Doncaster 0. A game of two halves, you would say. Very much a game of two halves. First half, I thought we controlled it. I thought we were quicker in the tackle. We won everything in the air. We had loads of chances. And we looked very much the Premier League side. I thought we were better in every area of the pitch. Midfield, at the back, going forward. I thought we were very good. But should have had more goals in that first half. A number of wayward chances, especially at the feet of Matisse Tell, who again, unfortunately, said before the game, love to see him really, show us something. Show us. Get that confidence. Play against that League One side. Show us that you are ready for Tottenham. And unfortunately, he didn't. And we'll get back to Tell a little bit later. Some nice stuff in midfield from Archie Gray. I thought, first half, I thought he did some good things. I thought he did some sloppy things. But overall, I thought he looked better. But again, not in the 6, in a more advanced kind of 8. He was getting forward a bit more, which you would expect in a game where Tottenham are going to dominate. Brennan Johnson, hit and miss. Some nice things on that right wing. Put in a really good peach of a cross, didn't he, in that first half that Tell missed. Should have done a lot better. After that, some really wayward crosses, some wayward passes. But the interesting character for me in the first half has to be Odegaard. Thought he did really well for the goal. Ran at his man, got past him, whips the ball across, and we get another own goal like we did the other day. And after that, I'm thinking, you've got the beating of your man. Go at him. Keep going at him. If I'm a winger, keep going at him. Keep going at him. And he couldn't beat him again, could he, in that first half? Every time Odegaard tried to beat his man, he couldn't. And the defender was getting in blocks, getting in tackles. Fair play. I thought that the Doncaster defender worked him out after that. So Odegaard, for me, again, a couple of situations in that first half where quite weak, giving the ball away, allowing the opposition to spring attacks. That's exactly what happened against Brighton. Xavi Simons, I thought we saw, again, I don't think he looks fit, but I think we saw some really nice bits from him. A few sloppy bits from Xavi Simons, if we're going to be honest, but some nice bits from him. He got another hour under his belt today. But there will be more to come from Xavi Simons as he gets used to this league. There's more to come from Xavi Simons. If we look back into the midfield, Bentancur, for me, first half, Bentancur ran the game. I thought he looked superior. He won everything, passed it nice and calmly, was good in both boxes at winning the ball. I thought Bentancur looked good and kept the game ticking over in the first half. Don't worry, we'll get to the second half in a minute. As I said just now, just really, really not at the races. I'm going to say it. I just don't think he's ready for Tottenham. I know people say he came from, I know people say he came from Bayern Munich. He must have something about him. But at what stage do we see anything that gives us hope? I'm not saying at that age you've got to be the finished article, but at what stage do you say, there's hope, you've done really well, yeah, you look good there? I just don't. It's what I said. I didn't want to loan him, and then I didn't want to buy him after a really poor loan spell. Lots of people say that's negative, but for me, I think a lot of the fan base now are starting to get frustrated. I don't want to say it's hate. I think a lot of people are getting very frustrated. Jed Spence, Porro, for me, the first half didn't really have a lot to do. This is still talking about the first half, by the way. Didn't really have a lot to do. And I thought Danso was excellent first half. Paulinho was very, very good as well. And we saw a brilliant save from Kinski. Then the goals. Really good goal. The keeper had a mare, didn't he? Their keeper. Cross comes over from was it the long throw or the corner? I can't even remember. I think it was a long throw. I think the keeper's punched it, but it's clipped his knuckles. And instead of going outwards, it's gone sidewards, headed off the line by the Doncaster defender. And then Paulinho with the overhead kick and good goal. Are you sure he's a DM? Really good goal. And Tottenham at that stage are sitting there 1-0 up. You're thinking this is going to be a stroll in the park. Then 2 minutes later, even if that, Odegaard beats his man, whips it across off the defender, 2-0. Bit unlucky from the defender, but 2-0 in 2 minutes, and you're thinking, right, now we're definitely going into cruise control. And for the rest of the first half, I thought we were in cruise control. However, same team that came out, second half, and you're thinking, right, same again, lads. And it was like chalk and cheese. Chalk and cheese. And I don't know what happened. All of a sudden, no one could pass. All of a sudden, no one could tackle. All of a sudden, we're wide open down Porro's side, always Porro's side. And not so much that I'm blaming Porro. Brennan Johnson, again, very lazy. So, again, when people go, oh, I thought Johnson was good, defensively, he leaves Porro so exposed. And you see the difference immediately. Kudus doesn't leave Porro exposed. So we saw that. Porro was giving the ball away for fun that half. Spence giving the ball away for fun. Everyone. Odegaard continued giving the ball away. Johnson was giving the ball away. Tell looked awful. Then Bergvall, let's be fair, for the goal, did well, but for the 20, 30 minutes before that, looked really, really poor. Looked really poor when he came on. Luca Williams-Barnett gets 5 minutes. Listen, I think if it hadn't have been as tight, the game, I think he would have got more minutes. He came on, couple of nice touches, couple of little flashes from the 16-year-old. But Adogi came on, didn't really do a lot wrong. But again, I thought second half, Danso and Paulinho, for me, I thought were very, very good. Look, for me, I would say this. I would say that maybe we got complacent in that second half. Yes, we finished it off. Yeah. Yes, we finished it off, but for me, very sloppy, very lackadaisical in the second half. 3-0. We're not going to complain. 3-0. You've done your job. You're through. We'll see who we're going to get in the draw. But another clean sheet. We're through to the next round of the cup. I would expect, depending on who we play, will depend on what we see. But as I said, I didn't see anything tonight from any of the fringe players that makes me go, you've got to start. I'm not sure whether Frank will see it that way, but let's see. We've got a game on Saturday night against Wolves. Listen, we didn't have to exert ourselves too much there, right? But let's see. For me, I would say very professional first half, very sloppy second half. But what I will say is this, if I don't knock my microphone over, passing's got to get better. And I think we see a massive drop-off from certain players. The drop-off from Kudus to anyone on the right is massive. Right? The drop-off is absolutely huge. Absolutely huge. Listen, I'm going to leave it there. We are live at 10 p.m. In 5 minutes. We're live at 10 p.m. on the Spurs 5. I'm going to send you all over there now. Please, when you get there, say Sava Raid. Sava Raid. I don't know why, it's my own channel, but say Sava Raid. We're going to be talking you through all of tonight's game. Looking forward to Wolverhampton Wanderers. Stel is going to be hosting. Before we leave, big up to a user. Said, I tell you, we need to loan out to build confidence. I'm telling you, it's not just confidence. I think it's ability as well. A user said, why do we keep switching off, getting fed up? Listen, second half, we really did. It looked like it was very complacent, but big up to you. Listen, thank you very much. We'll be over on the channel doing the draw from 10 p.m. Sending you there now. We're live in about 4 minutes. Much love. Take care. And as always, sorry, my voice is going. Come on, you Spurs.